5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Crash Out Podcast, incredible film, Crash Out Podcast. Y'all niggas better crash out.
Shout out to Incredible Films. It's your girl Lil Kimber in the building. You know, we lit. Period.
Shout out to Incredible Films and the Crash Out Podcast. Y'all tune in.
Shout out to Incredible Films and the Vance Podcast, after my podcast, Crash Out Podcast, gang gang. Man, don't be scared, don't be no fun, you talking about shit. Yeah, you already know she man Radio Big Mac. We out here. Shout out to the Crash Out Podcast.
Hey. You know what time it is, man. This is the Crash Out Podcast, the one, the only Crash Out Podcast. I go by the name of Incredible Films, man. And it's been popping. The summer's already cracking, and it ain't even the first day of summer yet. And especially in Stockton, man, you know, we had the Wildin' Out live tour pop out to Stockton, which was a really big thing. Shout outs to Jason Lee, shout outs to Veronica Mike Hills, shout outs to Rip Michaels, shout outs to everybody that participated, shout outs to the 209 times, man. You already know, man. Shout outs to the 209 time, Motex Sanchez, man. That's my boy, man. It's been a lot of dope ass moves being made, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we on the forefront of entertainment right now. Baby, quiet down. Prince is excited. He's in the background. You know, he's lit. You know, we lit. It's going to be a lot of dots being connected out here. And I'm excited to be on the forefront of everything. So, you know, I wanted to do this episode and have the Wildin' Out recap episode, you know, and just make everything official, you know. And I'm very blessed because since Wildin' Out, I was able to get picked up, you feel me, by some people that saw the vision and saw the talent, and we're locked in, and it's just a beautiful thing, man. I feel like I got seen by some people that's like family, you feel me? I feel like I got adopted by a whole new family, and they're really serious about their business, and they're not playing when it comes to providing quality and making moves and changing the world, you know. And I think that's just the beautiful. Hold on, somebody's banging at the door on the Crash Out, man. Let's go see who's at the door, man. Let's go see who's here, man. Hold on, let's see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The queen has arrived. Ronnie Mike Hills, how you doing today?
Nay.
Nay.
I'm so glad to be part of the Crashing Out and representing the Wildin' Out brand, the Wildin' Out tour brand, that is. Separate entities. I'm making sure y'all are aware.
Yes. Man, it is so good to have you on the show. What was it like? I'd like to do a recap. What was your experience like coming out to Stockton for the Wildin' Out tour?
Well, first I like to give some recognition to our partners, which is 5120 Entertainment and Rip Michaels Entertainment. You know, they saw the vision. We've really tried to transition our business where we're also doing more philanthropy work. We're also helping low income neighborhoods, which is which has always been the vision for the company and for what we do and for the brand. But coming out to Stockton, wow, I mean, you guys are really, you know, a gem that people really don't know about. It's just full of so much culture. It's full of so much talent. Like, there's really a lot of gifted and talented people out of Stockton in just the short period of time that I was there. And I'm a grassroots type of person. Before we do a show, I like to go into the city. I like to get a feel of the city. I like to know what will drive traffic into the city.
Yes.
One of the biggest things that I did notice that people were excited to come to the Wild and Out show but the income just wasn't there. So we actually went to 19 cities to drive traffic into
Wow.
Stockton. Yeah, 19 cities was in that arena that night.
Wow. 19 cities. I remember you saying that when you hit the stage. You were like, we got 19 cities in this thing. But Modesta, where you at? Tracy, where you at? Sac, where you at?
Hmm.
And it was lit.
Right,
Lit.
right. That's actually the first time that we did that too. Um, like I said, the complete recognition goes out to 5120 Entertainment and Rip Michaels Entertainment, because they really wanted to transition into helping, smaller neighborhoods and driving, more funding into the economy. So going into Stockton was really like, like, wow, we need to do more of this. Working with the venue, working with Jason Lee, congratulations to him. He's brand new in that leadership role. He's in his adolescent stage of being vice mayor. So like all of us leaders, in that adolescent stage, there's so much to learn, and switching off from entertainment to now being, a public servant. You're now
Yes.
serving other people. All your decisions are based on serving other people.
Hmm.
I was a leader for over 20 years as senior VP. I created processes, executed it, and implemented it, and led over 18,000 people for years.
Wow.
And I did a lot of public service. So I've also did a lot of philanthropy work. So I can identify where people are brand new in that leadership role. So I pray for him because his heart's in the right place. He's
Yes.
from there. He's back home. And he's really trying to bring quality entertainment into Stockton, which is
Yes.
definitely a gem. And I pray for you guys. I pray that more quality entertainment comes. I pray that more business owners come. I have a lot of business owners that are Sikhs.
Hmm.
Obviously, I'm of Indian descendant.
Yes.
We're what you call a kuli, which is an Indian indentureship, which is another word for an Indian slave. We
Hmm.
were moved from India into the Caribbeans, to work on plantations, and a lot of us did not go back to our country. So, um, yeah, I pray that your town continues to grow, and it definitely will, especially with people like you that are just bringing the attention to Stockton and showing you, like, no, we're not just known for violence, bro. Like,
Yes.
look at how
Yes.
safe it was that night. And one of the biggest things too that I was trying to push is that when the traffic is there, go to small businesses,
Yes.
support small businesses,
Yes.
support
Yes.
each other, let the money circulate amongst each other.
Yes, yes, I'm all the way down with that. I think that it's an excellent thing that you've been doing your thing for over 20 years and transitioning into the entertainment thing. It's like you're just a natural. You would have thought that you were just doing entertainment your whole life. The way you just it was like water. You just was perfect form with everything. And at the same time, working with you backstage, seeing you handling all of the important stuff backstage, like clockwork. It's just natural for you.
Yeah, so entertainment was never in my plan. Like, I never saw it coming. I didn't have plans to be in entertainment. I just wanted to be a really good leader.
Hmm.
That was always in my soul. I just wanted to lead people. My dad was, a supervisor for a company for many years, and very intelligent. And
Hmm.
the one thing he always said to me was like, once you're good to people, people will follow you.
Yes.
Once you can develop people, people will follow you.
Hmm.
So I really got that leadership, that entrepreneur, value system from a very young age. So yeah, entertainment was never in the vision. The vision actually came at the end of 2018 when I wrote an article about narcissistic leadership for the
Hmm.
company I was working for, and I sent it to the CEO of the company and every single board member and the hierarchy below it. And I created a behavioral program which they implemented in 3,600 financial centers. And then I went into depression,
Wow.
like
Why?
right after.
Was it the stress of wearing so many hats? Was it just life in general? What was it?
So I have a book that's coming out called Congrats, You and I Are Depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that should be launching in the next 2 months. So I actually had this feeling since around 2016 that a shift was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And the shift is about to get even more real. And like a crazy person, that feeling just got stronger and stronger and stronger. Where in when any platform, I would talk about it, but I wasn't quite ready. But my core, my soul knew something was gonna happen. So I
Yes.
guess unconsciously, I finally surrendered after I did that.
Yes.
And no one tells you that when you're surrendering and when you surrender completely, that your body goes through a cleansing phase.
Yes, it
And
does.
in that cleansing phase, to get the vision directly from God, you have to be really purified to to make that divine connection.
You do.
That the flesh feels you now removing the trauma, the
Yes.
negativity, and
Yes.
all that generational curses that's been there.
Mm-hmm.
I just did it in a very abrupt way
Yeah. Cold turkey, just
where it was
bold.
like, yeah, just cold turkey. Yeah.
I'm
I
proud of
don't
that
think it was
because
me
in life,
burning out because
yeah,
that's surface level talk.
in life, there is no time to waste. Sometimes you just gotta cut shit off, start over, and just do your thing. Like my bro, I got a bro that I'm locked in with that I'm hella fucking proud of. His name is Aaron the plumber. I know you've seen him on on all the internet stuff and stuff like that. What I'm proud about Aaron is he started his journey in the media, started his journey in his stuff, just like going viral and stuff like that. And he was able to take his viral image and use that to leverage into other things. And then after that, he was able to he got hated on really bad. And I always locked in with him, talked to him every day. I had to chase him down sometimes, like, Aaron, is you
Mhm.
good? Is you good? But he was able to abruptly stop, get on his training. I'm like, man, fuck all these haters. You need to stop, get on your training, and double down on what you're doing. And I'm seeing a pattern in successful people that they're able to stop, reset, and keep it moving. And I'm really, really, really at my place. Somebody's at the motherfucking door. Hold on one. Somebody's at the door. Let's see who it is, man. Okay, it's AK of Do or Die.
What's happening?
AK of Do or Die, Chicago legend. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to ride? Hey, Pope Pimp himself is in the building. Welcome to the podcast. At the door, man. Let's see who this is, man. Hold on. It's Aaron the plumber himself, man.
Hey,
Welcome,
it's your Bradasky,
welcome.
Aaron, the plumber,
It's my
man,
Bradesky, Aaron the plumber, man.
in a
I'm
real
glad
way.
we're here. I'm glad we're here today in a real way. Everybody meet Ronnie Mike Hills. She is a phenomenal woman. She's a Renaissance woman. She is a visionary. She is a business boss. She does her thing. She is a person who has dedicated her life into being a servant of the people, and it has took her on some phenomenal paths. And I just wanted to link up some power players in this game. And I think, hold on, man, somebody else is at the door, man. It's a star-studded episode today, man. Who we got up in here, man? Okay. Unseen Asylum, the dopest producer to ever come out of Stockton, is in the building. Oh my God, we are lit. Everybody meet
What's
Ronnie
up,
Mike
Bradasky?
Hills. Hey, what's up, Bradesky? So this is Ronnie Mike Hills. Ronnie, this is AK of Do or Die. Ever since the early 90s, even before then, he's been doing his thing in the Chicago area. I wanted to line you up with him because I know you have some surprises for us and everybody in Chicago. Down here, we got Aaron the plumber, Mr. Viral Stockton, in a real way. You know what I'm saying? That's my bro right there. He's been doing his thing. We got Unseen Asylum, the dopest producer. He's put out some of the biggest artists out in Stockton into the world. It's a pipeline. It's a unity. So everybody, welcome to the motherfucking Crash Out podcast, man.
What's going on?
So Aaron, let's start with you, man. Aaron, what do you what are you working on with tell us about your fight coming up Ronnie, we might have to go to this fight too. Aaron got a nice little fight coming up. It's a fight with who? Aaron, your
I
mic is muted. You got
don't
to
know if
unmute it.
anybody else is static. Is anyone else here static, or is that just mine?
Nah, it's yours. It's your reception. Hold on. Let me see who's staticky real quick. It is unseen. Unseen. You got to either fix your internet or pop out and pop back in. Aaron has a celebrity fight coming up that's really big, Ronnie. I think we might have to slide out and support him on that. It's going to be a big celebrity battle coming up, and AK. I believe Ronnie's going to be in the Chicago area.
Sound like a plan to me.
Yeah, nothing's confirmed yet, but my husband and I are in the process of working on a festival
Mm,
with the mayor. So there's an abandoned mall that you guys have because we're transitioning from doing arenas into doing fields.
mm,
Um, yeah, so that will give us more opportunity on making the income on the parking, on the vendor, on the food. So it also gives us more money to circulate into the towns, which we've learned in the last few years doing arenas great. We thank all the arenas that's out there, but now we're really trying to transform and transition into doing where we're creating different lines of business on our own through our own company.
mm.
And my husband's
Dope.
from Chicago. I'm
Congratulations.
like, listen, it's time to do something back home.
Oh, Rip Michaels is from Chicago.
Yes.
Okay, what's up? So, AK, have you ever worked with Rip Michaels before, or Ronnie, or anybody? Uh,
No, I haven't, but I'm looking forward to it.
that's gonna be lit. That's gonna
Yeah,
be lit.
yeah.
Chicago natives. I'm trying to do a pipeline of the industry where we can get talent working with talent, move makers working with move makers. My boy down here from the Unseen Asylum is one of the coldest producers ever. AK Do or Die got some fire ass music. Y'all gotta lock in.
Oh hell yeah.
Ronnie, we're gonna work on you a theme song. We need to make you an anthem. So tomorrow when
That's
I go to
fire.
Stockton, yes, no, you need your anthem, and we're gonna shoot the video and have you and that motherfucker turning up.
It's funny because like I mentioned, I have no desire to be in the limelight, but there's
Yes,
certain things that I'll say or I'll meet someone and they'll be like, yo, you need to say that, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to, like I told you, the biggest thing I want to do is, we're blessed, we're overly blessed. How do we
hmm
make sure that other people are overly blessed? And how do we make sure that we have good quality leaders in roles for this huge shift that's coming? Because the world is shifting, bro.
Yes, it
Everything's
yes,
is.
about to change. So much is going
Facts.
to change.
Yes, yes. You
And
said a million words when you said that.
yes,
mm,
I literally wrote a whole book. And it was just a calling that I had about 2 years ago where I'm like, I must go to India. And I went and stayed in the cave that Jesus Christ stayed in for years. And in this book that I stayed there for like 20 days, it wrote about all these changes that are coming, the shift of energy, the separation of good and bad people
yes,
and demonic behaviors and all these negative things being revealed and what impacts us and what influence us or what gets our attention. Now God is putting real people that have taken the calling
Hmm.
into positions that are going to sell different content. And even with technology, a lot of the positions that were there for humans before, we're not going to need them. AI is a different level of intelligence.
yes. Yes, I've been on the forefront. I've been even utilizing AI in my videos, and it's just turning them up to the next level for real, for real. Like AI does so much. A lot of people don't know how much, even like ChatGPT, just like making business proposals and stuff like that. Like things you used to have to hire people and get charged unfairly, grossly taxed. You can go and AI it. Just go AI it. Like everything is going to change. There is going to be a shift, and it's exciting to see that you're already onto that and on the forefront of it.
100%. 100%. The whole culture of entertainment is going to change where people
Yes.
don't necessarily want to be entertained anymore. they're looking for places where they can be influenced, impact, developed, and led,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
They're
Yes.
they're
Yes.
looking, they're like the whole culture.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah. That's exactly where it's going. So um so Unseen Asylum, what do you see music wise and that it's going like for the future?
Definitely some more AI coming in. I want to say to where like instead of having to hire musicians, you could kind of use some AI stuff. I still like using live stuff myself, but I see it slowly going that direction a little faster than I'm thinking. But it's coming. There's no denying it. But I just a personal thing. I just like to use real stuff because it's just it's hard to emulate that human feel. I believe AI is great for implementing and helping, but it's like it just can't replace that. To get scientific real quick, sound is air. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like it's actual air. So when you got five people in a room all working towards one thing, you got five different life sources working on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's I don't know. It's just a feeling that's hard to replicate, hard to
Yeah.
duplicate. You know what I'm saying? AK, you in a group, so you know what I'm saying. When you guys come together and do it, it's what I'm saying. It's that it's something about it. You could do it by yourself, but when you got your people with you and you're all working towards a common goal, it's just that feel.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like how Ronnie Mike Hills is all about that energy. She's really tapped into the energy. She's really tapped into a whole nother realm when it comes to human energy, spiritual energy. Ronnie, how does being cognizant of that realm itself assist you in your thinking and your thought process and your moves and stuff? Because you're really good with that.
Honestly, in the beginning, when it first started happening in 2019, I lost my mind completely. I was like, I knew exactly where I belonged in the world. But then after this spiritual shift happened, what happens is you lose your mind. You completely, like if you really surrender, you lose your mind. But if you really surrendering to doing the real work and really isolating yourself and really trusting, what happens now is you get a whole new mind, bro. It is a whole new mind where you're
Yes.
able to see things that are coming.
Yeah.
And with
Yeah.
that now, because I'm so blessed that I come from a very strong faith system, I didn't get lost in the spiritual world. So now what I want to do is I want to teach people to still be in the spiritual world, but how now do you take the pieces of the puzzle in the physical world and put it together to turn into abundance?
Mm.
So, because I have these visions and I trust the visions in the beginning, I don't spend a lot of time with people. I'm very selective with who I spend time with. And I
Hmm.
Yes.
spend a lot of time alone, isolated at the beach. And all the things that they tell you that is not normal to do, I do. I go to the beach at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and I will go underneath the water sometimes when I feel overwhelmed and I will scream at the top of my lungs. And something happens to me
Yes.
where
Yes.
it pulls and you don't no one hears you when you're screaming under the water.
Right.
But
So when
but
I'm making business
wow.
decisions, before I
Mm.
do that, I pause and I
Hmm.
say, all right, hold on, these are the things I'm going to be doing, X, Y, and Z. And I
Hmm.
go to my beach, I sit in that, I hug a tree, and I'm like, because Mother Earth will, she will pull it, and I don't
Yeah.
have to work hard. When I'm like, okay, this is the vision, all right, I got the vision in my head, I got the overall picture in my head, the pieces of the puzzle will just come. And as a really good leader now, it has really transformed my leadership. I
Yes.
led thousands of people. I've developed Burger King people that were working at Burger King as little like cashiers that are now regional executives for the bank
Wow.
in my in my career. And
Mm.
I always thought it was because, oh, I spend a lot of time developing. No, some people are just born with gifts and talents. So as a leader, you have to know how to identify really great gifts and talents and put them in the places where there's just that synergy.
Yes, that's what this podcast is. I want to gather leaders and lock them in. I want to take great talent that's serious, like people who not people who are good at music or good at acting, good at people who were born to do music, people who were born to lead, people who were born to produce, and people who were born to spread that energy in other people. When you put them in a room together, magic fucking happens. Like you said, Ronnie, there is a change coming. There's a change coming, and you're either born for it, you're either in tune with it, or you're not.
Well,
You
you're
know what I'm
not.
saying? And AK, you coming from Chicago, and everything that you've touched in music turns to gold. I'm sure you had to work with a lot of people at the ground level. How does the whole synergy and energy that she's speaking of relate to you in your world?
She said something that like really resonated. Went underwater, screamed,
Yes.
right? That scream under that water, that body of water, set a tone because water have a conversation itself, right?
Hmm.
Water have its own conversation. So if that scream went through that water like that, just think about how many rams it went through. How
Mm.
many times it was a quantum leap that happened when she screamed in that water, right? That is so dope to be so here. Um, I think that I want to keep it short, but I at the end of the day, um, the whole thing is changing, and if you're not changing with it, you're gonna get left behind, right? There's gonna be a place where your faith has to be top notch, and if it's not, everything under you would become sand, not
Mm.
not foundation, right?
Mm.
So it's just really being able to stand on foundation and knowing that at the end of the day, um, when God says it's done, it's done, and you have to believe that.
Mm. That's powerful. That's really powerful stuff. So I wanna ask you, unseen. You were talking about the vibrations and everything's a vibration. How do you what do you feel is the connection between the vibrations of like energy and stuff like that and how it translates into the physical realm and stuff like that?
Man, it comes from within. You know what I'm saying? It's something from that we all have within, and we're like bringing it forth. Not necessarily for. I mean, there is some people that bring it out for possibly wanting to get famous or wanting to, but a lot of us, we just it's we have to do it.
Hmm.
It's just something in us, like I got to get this out. And Ronnie's point was very, very interesting because I'm currently dealing with. I injured my knee. I just been down for 6, 7 weeks and just have a lot of alone time and just what she described. I'm kind of on that journey right now. Like I just been in the house chilling, reading. You know what I'm saying? Getting my mind right. I pretty much cut all the alcohol, cut all the weed. Just was like, I'm just about to just get 100% right. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
it's like something talked to me and was just like, "Yup, this is your time." I even felt like God sat me down. He was like, "You running around a little too much." You
Yeah.
said you wanted to do this. You said you wanted to do that. Sit down, get
Hmm.
focused, and that's kind of I just been really focusing up. You know what I'm saying? You see, I sent you a beat last night. I literally made that right then and there. I was just like, "Hey, we got to work." Grab my laptop, made it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? And it just, that energy, it just came right out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
But whenever I'm
Yes.
in, whenever like it's right, I don't know, it just flows. Like remember I was telling you with Swift, I just one night I was in a mood. I made like 7 beats that night. Shot them to
Wow.
Swift. Yeah, just right, probably within like an hour or two. And he heard
Hmm.
him. He came probably 2, 3 days later, recorded on all 7 songs. But it was just,
Wow.
just on that vibration. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo, I'm feeling this. Boom, bro. Here, this is you. And he was like,
Yeah.
yo, hold on. He was like, hold on. And I was like, yo, that's you. And he came and he just knocked them all out. And you know what I'm saying? We got so much more in store, but.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's hella dope. Ronnie, how how do you approach, like you said how you took somebody from a Burger King worker to the executive? How do you what's your vision when you approach someone and you about to hit them with that level up? What goes through your mind? How do you do that?
Well, the first thing is, again, I have this gift of really identifying raw gifts and talents, because that's something you can't teach somebody. And
Yes.
spirit, you can't teach someone's spirit. So I've gotten like this sixth sense now of identifying where people are in their spiritual level. So
Mm,
are they weak spirited or are they strong spirited?
mm,
Are they
mm,
transitioning?
Hmm.
Um, so on a spiritual level now, I've gotten to this really dynamic place where I'm like, I'll walk by somebody and I'm like, oh, I'll hear the way they speak, their demeanor, and that'll pull me in and I'll be like, oh. And then it'll also, so it won't happen unless I'm like, all right, I have this vision. So
Hmm.
it first starts with the end in mind. So once I have that end in mind, again, like I said, the pieces of the puzzle will now come. So when I used to work at the bank and I would take over whether it was a market or a new financial center or a region, the first
Hmm.
thing that I would do is now I would go out in the field and now I would put in my mind, okay, what is it that I need? What's the vision? What's the culture I'm trying to create? What kind of
Yes.
hierarchy I'm trying to have? Like right now, um the type of culture I'm trying to create, I'm trying, we talked about this, I'm trying to create more of a culture where there's families, there is husband and wives working together, right? Because
Mm,
there's an attack on families right now. That's why we're
mm,
struggling as black and brown people. Again, I'm of Indian descent. I'm what you call a coolie, which
mhm.
is an Indian slave. I was born in Guyana, which is known to be like where they used to take all the Indians to the Caribbeans to work
Yes,
on
yes,
cane plantations, right?
yes.
Um, so it's just that you get my attention, I will see the person for who they truly are, not for the person who's in front of me, and
Mm,
I will take them there. And a lot of times, even at the bank when I was working for the bank, they used to send me a lot of problem child.
yeah.
Uh, every single associate that a leader did not want, they would send them to me. I either coached you up or I coached you out. And I never made it in a way where I was demeaning you or belittling you. I making sure that you identify what skills that you had and where you would be successful in. So I fired maybe hundreds of people in my career, and
Mhm.
they've always apologized to me. They would always be like, I'm so sorry, Veronica, I was not able to get here and here and here. And I'm like, no, you're going to be successful here. This was just not the environment for you.
Right.
Sales is not the environment for you. Banking's not the environment for you. But now you're successful. And I've gotten phone calls back and be like, bro, my life is so amazing because of this, and this, and this, and this. And to have the hands to do that, I said to you, incredible. Like, I literally don't want to. I just want to stay home because working on this energy too, I'm like, I don't want to share this energy with anyone.
Right.
Because doing this was hard. It
Yeah.
wasn't easy. Like, nobody tells you cleansing of the flesh that hurts. No one tells you
Mm.
that. And even in the book I wrote, the women that took the calling in 2016 and been doing the work, the men are going to start going through it now, because that's what we were meant to do. We were meant to help men, not belittle them, not to be instigated and knock you down. No, we
Wait,
need
wait,
to
wait, wait. You just said a very valid point that I think a lot of people want to hear. I want to emphasize on that. You said women were meant to help men, not belittle them and knock them down. Can you elaborate on that?
Okay, I'll give you an example. So, um, Rip and I, we've been married for about 4 years now, and it hasn't been an easy journey, at all. But it took God to really make me understand that this is my person. Women are a rib. We're going to get to such an evolved place that we're going to know that there's a body for us out there and there's a rib. We're wasting our time dating. there's already a rib for all these men, and there's the full body for the women. It's already there. It's up to us to come into our full rib self or our full rib body. And once those two bodies come together, bro, anything of this physical world, but now we're in a place where we have to evolve to that.
Mm,
We have to actually get there.
mm,
We're
mm,
wasting our time. How could you become your full person by, let me know this person, let me share, let me have a body count with this person? Even masculinity has been like, you guys have been strayed off. How could you become masculine by engulfing yourself in many different feminine energy? They're making
mm,
you feminine.
mm.
What you've been taught has been making you feminine.
Preach.
Do you get what I'm
Wow, that
saying?
was deep. That was deep. You cooking.
I became my full rib self before I met my husband. And
Hmm.
it's funny, I know I seem insensitive. I said, all these side chicks, the drinking, you said you stopped drinking. My husband completely stopped drinking. He's, I said to him, I was like, it doesn't make sense that you make me weak. I'm like, go ahead and make me weak. Guess what happened? His heart is failing. Why? What does the rib do? The rib protects the vital organs of the body. So
Yes.
you're breaking my heart. I'm a girl that saves souls. That's what I do. You
Mm,
can't mess with a girl that saves souls. You can't break my heart. Guess what God would do? He's gonna physically break your heart.
mm-hmm.
And he's still alive, still functioning, because you still got my full attention. Because God said to me, listen, this is your person. If he can't do it, then show him the way. But I'm doing it in a way where I'm not dominating him. But that also took me to time of learning not to be dominating, because I'm an alpha female.
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn my softness. Like, I'm literally here with
Yeah.
my dad, and my dad be humbleizing me. Is like, no, you have to clean up here. You have to do this. Yeah, I'm like, okay, dad, I got you.
Yeah.
You get
Straight
what I'm
up.
saying? So,
That's lit.
so that's what I mean. Like, instead of us being like, okay, and God's constantly, when you surrendering to really thinking that way in a deep level, like I've really hit this last year, now that my husband's been on the heart list,
Yeah.
I hit like a pain tolerance that I just have enlightenment. I'm just enlightened. I'm just
Yes.
moving with enlightenment. And leaders are the source. So he's really developed my leadership at a whole other level because I'm the
Yes.
source.
Yes.
This is what I want to give out to people. This is what I want to give out to other women. This is what I want to give out to couples. This energy does not belong to me.
Mm, that's deep. Speaking of energy, how was the energy for you? What was your energy like sensors telling you when you were in Stockton and all the people were there and the show was there? What was the energy level like for you? And was it different than other places that you have been?
So the two things I did notice, AK of Do or Die. He's from Chicago. I don't know if you know about Gary, Indiana. So Gary, Indiana, and
Hmm.
Stockton had the same level of energy.
Mm,
Where I feel like there's this real strong vibrational frequency in Stockton that's
yes.
just waiting for something.
Oh man, your internet just cut in and out right there. You said waiting for something.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now. You said Gary, Indiana, and Stockton had an energy that was in common. And continue.
And it's just waiting, like it's the vibrational frequencies there is just so strong. It's just waiting for the light to just burst out of its trees and dirt and the people and the voice. Like, it's just, that's what I felt in Stockton. Like, there was just the people there is just like walking zombies on purpose, because they're about to be awakened at a whole other level.
Yes. It's been like
I
that out
hate
here
it.
for a while. It's like we've been Stockton, I was telling AK earlier, Stockton is centrally located in California. So we're the Central Valley. The thing about California is it's the only place in the world. California is the only place in the world where you can find every terrain. So if you want a beach, we got it. You want a desert, we got it. You want some snow on a mountain, we got it. You need a valley, we got it. California is the only place. You want a marsh, we got it. Every single type of terrain that can be found on Earth can be found in California, and we're centrally located. So we got the best weather in California, some of the best weather in the world, some of the best talent in the world, right here in Stockton, California. But every year, every time a wave come, it happens around us. The Bay Area had a dope wave. LA always had a dope wave, you know what I'm saying, from Hollywood to movies. Even up north, it's like crazy. And Stockton just been watching. But everybody got to come through Stockton. You got to come through Stockton. You feel me? And if you go 30 miles up from Stockton, boom, you're in the state capital. You're in Sacramento. A lot of history there. Mozzie blew up from there and all that. You go to the Bay, you got all these legends. You got, come on, Too Short, E40. You got Mac Dre. You got everybody. All this energy coming from the Bay. You go south, you got Modesto. You got all these places, and Stockton's just been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting with all this talent, all this energy. And this is the year where it's all about the burst. Everything is going to burst. This summer is going to be really big. So I think that is dope that you were able to sense that just by being there for that night, and like just like seeing the energy. Like, we couldn't wait to scream. We couldn't wait to cheer. We needed that.
So the other part too is on a spiritual level. That's where I felt what being in Stockton. The other part of it is I'm part of a lot of South Asian groups. So
Hmm.
there are a lot of South Asian entrepreneurs or business owners that are now moving into those areas. So it's a huge Sikh community, which is my people.
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys know who Sikhs are. Sikhs are from Punjab. And they're buying up a lot of land. And with Sikhs, the first thing that they do is when they buy land or they go into a new area, the first thing that they do is they build their temple, their place of worship.
Yes.
And they're buying up, I saw a bunch of signs already up that they're
Yeah.
buying up a bunch of land, and they own most of the gas stations and the delis and these grocery stores. So I actually came back to New York because before they even go into Stockton or California, they come to the Baba in New York
Yes.
and they get the prayer from the Baba in New York.
Hmm.
And then they go off to other cities. So they'll come from Punjab to their Baba in New York, and then they go off to other cities. So they're about to take over. So on another part too, that's why now I had a vision to launch Babes Entertainment, which is
Hmm.
short for Black and Brown Entertainment. I
Mm.
launched it back in 2000. I think it was 2020,
Yes.
where I try to fuse black and brown entertainers. It wasn't the right time, but now I'm finding that there's demographics to do that. And I did connect with some people that do Bollywood, which is that's a very good space for black and brown people now to start taking over.
Yes. It
Can
is.
you
It is.
imagine?
Unstoppable. Unstoppable. And every time it gets close, they try to stop it, but it ain't gonna be no stopping it this round.
No, no, no.
2025.
Even if they do, guess what? If they stop it, then we build it again. That's our
That's
mentality.
right.
They want to
That's
burn it
right.
down, we're building it again. Want to
Yep.
burn it down? Because sometimes the tree that you plant, you might not get the fruit from it. And
Mm.
that's okay. That's all right. The seeds that you plant, you might not be harvesting the fruit, and that's okay.
Mm.
But
Beautiful.
That's how they
but
hold you down, where they're like, oh, well, we'll take it away from you. They create fear. Well, burn it down. Go ahead. I'm going to build it again.
yeah,
Yes.
and we may not receive the benefits from it, but those that come after us will.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. My ancestors are already speaking to me. They're like, we didn't sign no indentureship to become slaves for you not to have a piece of this land.
Yes.
Yes. Let's get it. Yeah.
As it say, on earth as it is in where heaven.
Hmm.
You
Yes.
are supposed to have heaven on earth, not when you leave.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yes,
Oh man.
even with religion, like me now, I'm also the representative for the United Nations for Interfaith.
Hmm.
Hmm.
There is a piece of the puzzle in every single religion to getting into the gates. Islam calls it the gates of Jannah. We call it Christians call it heaven. In Hinduism, they call it Ragu, which is the same thing, paradise, right?
Yes.
There's a piece of the puzzle in every. We've been disconnected on purpose,
Yes.
and that connection's about to be happened with through our rituals, through our daily routines, our prayer, our tongue. Everything is about to become so much more real.
That's dope.
I, man,
AK,
isn't it?
I,
Go ahead.
I, I didn't know if you was ready for all this today when I hit you up. Like, come on the crash out, man. But let's get into it, man. Come on with it.
You know, I'm. It's crazy because no, it's not crazy. It's amazing because I'm hearing everything that I need to hear today. Right? You know how you can say a prayer, and then after you say the prayer, you saying to yourself, "Okay, I'm going to command after this." But one thing that I do understand about after prayer, you don't supposed to leave the space. You actually supposed to sit, meditate, and calm down because you're asking God for an answer. So how you gonna ask for an answer and then leave?
Right.
You can't do that. You have to sit, meditate, calm down, and the answer do come. Right.
Yes, sir.
So with everything that's being said today, all of this is just confirmation for me. I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about just being off the self, being in silent places, not dealing with liquor, nothing. Just and that lets you know that everything is changing and we are changing with it too. That's the blessing in it all.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hey, that's crazy. That's deep, man. Unseen. What you thinking right now, man?
I'm thinking the same thing. It's
Yeah,
exactly what I
man. It's
need to hear
confirmation
today.
here.
It's just
Yeah.
wow. Even I'm happy I was able to contribute. Just cutting the alcohol and everything. Like I said, it's just something just told me it was like we're done. We've had enough. Me and my girlfriend we could drink a fifth in probably like a few hours. So
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? I'm kind of done. It's time to clear the mind. And I mean, I'm done. Like I'm done, done. I'm not like I'm gonna take a break and try to. I was just like, I'm good.
Hmm.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
And it's long, it's fun while it lasted. Time to clear the mind up. I wanted when I made that decision. I bought a couple books. I bought a book, Mathematics of the Mind. What else I got in here? Little Gary Webb, Dark Alliance. Learning about the CIA. Destruction. Saying,
Yeah.
just been getting my mind right. And really having the time to do it. And yeah, like sitting in silence sometimes. Just whew, yeah, especially like dealing with an injury. Like I had nothing but time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nothing but it. So I would just sit there and I was like, instead of sitting there like I'm just gonna watch TV or make beats, even though I should have been just chilling and making beats, I was like, nah, let me take this time and get my mind right.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I've been down like 7 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
so, I just been really taking that time, just really getting it together. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little closer with God and everything. And it's been paying off. I feel like I'm healing faster.
Yeah.
Definitely, seeing things clearer. My focus is even more focused.
Hmm.
I'm sad and mad I didn't get to go to the to the Wild and Out show. I was still a little too injured to get up and move around.
Yeah, because I
So I
was
was
wondering where
man,
you were because I just knew I was gonna see you back there, bro. I was like,
man, bro.
what is it at?
I was sad, bro. I had so many plans for this month. Like I was gonna take the kids to Santa Cruz, and we're gonna go to the Kendrick concert, and it just God was like, "Sorry, you ain't doing none of that right now. Sit down." But I was,
Dang.
and it's crazy. I wasn't even like wilding out, but it was just more so I was telling myself things I wanted to do, and I kind of wasn't following through. You know what I'm saying? And just the forces that be sat me down. Like when I hurt my knee, it wasn't nothing crazy. I got up and took a step, and boom, So it was just like that was a higher force. Like, nah, sit
Just
down,
a
chill out.
old man breakdown,
You
huh?
need to
Just let
relax
me
for
just
it.
stretch my leg out, and then your knee just pop
Yeah,
out.
like you
Like
need to
boom.
pow, and like it's getting better. Like they're already like doctor, like you don't even need no surgery. It's healing. You're good. And I was like, damn, well, something out there, some life force was like, you need to sit down for a minute and get it right. But I believe usually when things like that happen, there's something waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? It's something waiting for me. So I was like, it's all good. I'm ready to receive it. Just let
Hmm.
I'm still preparing for it.
Yes. So Ronnie, this Black and Brown Entertainment, what is the mission?
So for Guyana, right? One of the
Yes.
biggest things for me, we're predominantly we're such separation in Guyana.
Hmm.
Um, we actually, identify ourselves as um Afro Guyanese and Indo Guyanese, and then there are um forgot indigenous people there, so we call them buck, which is like Chinese people. So those are the three predominantly um race that's in Guyana. And so for me being in the United States, I'm like, okay, well, it's going to be different, but there's still such a separation. um and black and brown for me is important because I'm brown and my husband's black, simple as that. I'm brown and my husband's black.
Let's
So
go.
sorry.
Let's go.
So I mean, the vision is that we want to fuse those cultures. We want to fuse it. So for us, it's like the complete opposite. Like my husband would be like, "Oh, you're so racist because you're saying the music is this, this, and this," and I'm like, "No, the music is dirty." In our movies, in our Bollywood movies, well, now they're starting to transition to even kiss, but before in our movies, they don't even kiss. You don't even see them kissing.
Right.
Oh, so I'm like, maybe the reason why we were put together, a lot of the things that they say that is black culture is not black culture.
Hmm.
Your music, a lot of the music or the content that they're selling, that's not black culture. Being promiscuous, drinking weed, that's not your culture. You
Yeah,
guys, I
that's
feel
what
in
the
my
industry.
soul, being with a black man, that you guys were the first people. First, you have the most sacred rituals, and they took it and made you forget it on purpose.
They did. They burnt the books and all that stuff. And when you get into the industry, they encourage and they incentivize you to only rap about killing and drinking and smoking and making that the rap culture, the black culture. So then you get somebody that's like a poet, a dope artist that wants to talk about this and that. He gets with a record label like, nah, we need you sliding on people. We need you talking about this. Oh, this is hot right now. We need more murder. Oh, make it darker, make it darker. And then that's what they put out. A lot of the times you get good ass music that you'll never hear because the labels will shelf it, which is good about the internet culture now, the internet era, is that people have more independence and they can't be really gatekeeped or blackballed or controlled by the industry and stuff like that. The whole fucking record label signing you, that shit's fading out. People's making their own way and getting their own that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that black and brown entertainment is going to be a dope wave for the world. Straight up.
So that's what I mentioned to you too. Now, like artist doesn't have like there's no saying, "Oh, I want to be picked up." There's no picking up. There's nobody that's picking you up like that anymore. You have to be able to know how to create those platforms for yourself. So that's
Yes.
a Black and Brown Entertainment, Rip Michaels Entertainment, 5120, Uni Presents, Clean Comedy. These are all projects. Fall Back in Love, Music and Comedy, April Fool's Music and Comedy. These are all the different companies that we are creating. Uni Energy, like we have so many projects coming. We want to make
Yes.
sure that we're creating businesses, platforms, for people to be like, okay, well, I want to come on. And we're also developing the other three levels of intelligence. So, even school teaches us that IQ is like the biggest level of intelligence that we're supposed to, that they push. right?
Mm.
But like I mentioned, AI is coming on board. IQ is just memorization and comprehension.
Yes.
They don't stress the other three levels of intelligence, which is emotional intelligence,
Hmm.
social intelligence, and adversity intelligence. That's why a
Mm.
lot of our youth are a lot of young adults are struggling
Yes.
because they can talk a good talk, but they can't apply this information.
Right.
So
That's
black
deep.
so all the platforms that my husband and I are launching is going to transition into making sure that you still need a human body. You still need a human body, human connection.
Yes.
That human connection is still there.
Mm. Mm. That's important. That's important. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's deep.
yeah.
That's deep. AK, what you think about that?
I think that at the end of the day, they want to take away everything that's physical, right? The touch. Like back in the days, you would get be able to get a CD, a poster, a tape. Like it was physical, right? So now they're taking away all of physical product, or they'll take away anything that's physical. Like how crazy is it that you're next to a person and you're texting them, or it's not
Dang,
even
just
a
making a great
conversation
point.
over the you know what I'm saying? It's not even a conversation over the phone anymore. The conversation over the phone would be hey da 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 da, and it turns to like 1 2 minutes, and then you off and you back texting again. So you know what I'm saying? So they're taking that part away. Whereas back in the days, you had to be on the phone, and the person had to feel your energy through that phone if they wanted to do a business deal. Period. And then you
Yes.
and then you fly out or you drive out to sit down with them. You have you break bread, things of that nature. All that stuff is still here, but it's gone. A lot of it is gone to the point where it's um the person can say, okay, I feel your energy. I want to do business with you, or I don't want to do business with you. And Ronnie just said it, clearly, like even with the children, with the kids, I, I feel your energy. You go here, and no, we call it the day.
Yep.
But no, but if you can't like lock in with a person and feel their energy, like all this stuff is just like dead weight moving along.
Correct. Just to add to that as well, if you look at what's getting people's attention on social media, people are forgetting to live. They're forgetting to live. They think watching something on social media is them actually doing it vicariously. That's where the world is going. So
Hmm.
that guy that's now making a bunch of views, all he's posting is his daily routines. That's it. So people watching those daily routines are actually thinking, "Huh, I'm doing this with them." I'll give you an example. When I started my health and fitness journey, I started with Beachbody, and I had a friend that was a Beachbody coach. So this was back in like 2015. I never did anything fitness at all. And it was also in the adolescent stage of my leadership. She was like, okay, here are these videos. Put this 30-minute video on, follow the 30-minute video. Here are these dishes, calculated the dishes, and just do your dishes. And if you did these two things and, read a self-development book, you're going to get the results. So I would put the video on and I'm like, okay, I put the 30-minute video on and I would do 5 minutes of it. And then I would sit and watch the rest of the video until the end of it. And then, in the week, every week she would do a pop in, a pull up. And she's like, well, I'm like, I'm not getting results. I don't want to do this anymore. She's like, okay, well, stop for a second. And she's like, you know, are you doing your videos? I said, yes. She's like, are you doing your dishes? I said, yes. I was like, I'm not getting the dishes. I'm not getting the results. I don't want to do it anymore. So I was like, okay, cool. So then she broke it down even more. She's like, you're putting the video on. How much of the video you're doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm to the end. She's like, okay, you're doing it to the end. She's like, how much of that are you moving to the end? I'm like, I don't know. Now when I'm actually calculating in my mind, just putting on the 30-minute video and just watching it to the end, I should get results. But I wasn't doing it. So it's the same thing, whoever these social media people are. My friend just became the New York City tech for government. She's taking over all of technology. And this was a conversation that we just had, that she's going to be building all these smart cities. And she said that's people are forgetting to live because they're watching whatever's on social media, and they think, okay, watching a person brushing their teeth, that they're actually brushing teeth, and then an entire day will go and they didn't brush their teeth.
Hmm.
That's where it's going.
Yeah. I was noticing because uh 5 years ago I had my first kid, my only kid, I had Prince, and I noticed that like I would go onto YouTube and look for something educational for him to watch and stuff like that. And I noticed that the most popular videos on YouTube that everybody's watching is other kids playing with toys. Instead of people buying their kids toys, they're having their kids watch other kids play with their toys. And I was like, that's
Yep.
crazy. Like Mikey plays with the Mario Kart, and it's a little kid playing with toys, and they keep giving him more and more toys, and it has like 1 billion views. And I'm like, is that what we're going with this? That's wild.
Super
That's
wild.
crazy. You got to get out and live, man. I'm glad you brought that point up. Like, you got to get out and experience it for yourself at the end of the day. That's
Huge
I'm
that's
fact.
so cognizant of people's behavioral patterns and
mm-hmm,
implementing things now to change those behavioral patterns. So I'm also not just tying in, like we said, spiritual stuff, but science. So we use the word energy, but it's really not energy, it's neurons.
mm-hmm,
Science behind it. When we speak, when we're talking right now, we're releasing neurons from our brains as we speak. So you're not even realizing you're carrying those neurons with you.
mm-hmm.
And only Mother Earth can take negative energy and recycle it. And then we've learned that through technology.
Oh man, her sound cut out. I'm gonna have you pop back
You make
in,
a great point.
but that was a good point though. That was dope. That was dope. I don't know what's going on with everybody internet today, man. This is must be a busy ass day.
Man,
I want to say my internet is sticking in there. It's usually bad in the studio in here.
Yeah,
it's
it's
mine. Mine's crashing out from people calling me, man. I'm trying to stop them from calling me.
yeah, my shit been blowing up too. But yeah, tell us about them neurons.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I lost you guys. Um, so yeah, Mother Earth now is like, listen, she's cleansing herself. She's like, listen,
Right?
there's going to be a
She was making a great
purge,
point. I'm like, hold on.
huge purge happening right now.
Yes.
There's all these dirty neurons, and she's like, I'm not dealing with none of this dirty neurons out here. That's why we're feeling sick. That's why you're feeling depressed. That's why you're feeling like, wait, I'm pausing. I don't want to drink anymore. I don't want anything that influences my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Because during COVID, all our excuses was taken away. We had all these excuses. Oh, I'm working. I'm doing that. All the busy work was taken away. Now is our test. We're being sent back out, and we're being tested on our choices.
Mm, mm. That's
All of our
fact.
choices are being tested. And Mother Earth, she took all that time for herself.
Yes.
We wasn't
Yes.
out there, and I'm not talking about just making it dirty by throwing garbage on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't out there spreading, like I said, being promiscuous, being negative, being jealous, being vindictive, being vicious towards one another,
Yeah.
yapping away of all this negativity. We weren't out there doing that.
Right.
She had time to really, and every cycle of the moon, she's getting cleaner and purer. And she's like, listen, if you're not going to be aligning to those vibrational frequencies, watch. Your organs are about to be, people's organs are shutting down. The
Mm-hmm.
physical body is not going to be able, unless you start purifying yourself, is
Right.
not going to be able to withstand those wavelengths.
Right.
And
That's
I used
fact.
to be insecure about half of these things, but now even me myself, I'm like, I don't want to talk about these things. People are gonna think I'm crazy. God's like, no, I need you to. I'm like, all right. And he literally shuts me down when I don't. I'm like, and the second I'm like, all right, I hear you. Let's go. I'm
Yeah.
fine
Yeah.
again. High energy.
High energy. Speaking of high energy, AK, you was talking about that earlier, when you were talking about your song and where you were in your life with the peaking point. Elaborate on that.
Um, you know, sometimes you're in a space where you have to be of service to people, right? God always say, be of service to the people that you are surrounded by. And it's going to happen directly or indirectly, right? So once you get to the point of you have did service for the people that you are surrounded by, sometimes you outgrow those people, right? And when you start outgrowing those people, then you have to go to back to what? You have to go back to self.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go back to self, you can begin to start growing in areas that you see fit. Because when you pour into other people, how do you get poured back into? God,
Right.
right? So in order to move forward, the first thing first is self preservation. Because if you don't
Hmm.
take care of self, who if you don't take care of yourself, who will? Right? So you have to go back to self-preservation after you have served so many other people.
Yes.
And with like um even with the group, I was like, okay, we're at a point now that I feel like I have outgrown the group. We're still working doing business, but I feel like I have outgrown the group, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when you outgrow a group, what do? You go into another place of uncomfortableness, whereas you're getting ready to learn to get a full understanding of something that you don't know about,
Yes.
right? So I just love being in places where I'm super uncomfortable and I gotta learn all over again.
That right there is powerful. Super uncomfortable. When you comfortable, you ain't yeah. When you laying down, you feeling good. You ain't finna move a muscle. You ain't gonna
Yeah,
get shit done. But I mean, it's good for the reset. It's good for the recharge. But being in a place of uncomfortability forces you to develop different skills to adapt,
yes.
adaptation, and being motivated and all. Hold on, somebody's at the motherfucking door. We is at the Crash Out podcast. We got somebody at the door, and it's just a cracking episode. Let's see who's in the building right now, man. Young Junior.
What's up with my boy?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my partner right here, man. It's my motherfucking dog, man. It's Young Junior. You feel me? He's a dope ass artist. For those that don't know, his videos got over 1 million views. He's been working very hard on his craft, and his music is fire, and he kills the show. He is a performer.
Dope.
One thing about modern music is they don't know how to perform. They stand there, do their song, let the crowd do it. They sit there and try to look like just like a statue. This dude is a performer. Young Junior, welcome to the Crash Out, man. It's good to have you, bro.
Not for sure, bro. It's always a pleasure. What's up with my dog?
Man, not much, man. Just over here rocking with Ronnie Mike Hills. You know what I'm saying? She's the owner of the Wildin' Out tour, and she's a very renaissance woman. You know what I'm saying? She does her thing, and she knows everything from business to spiritual healing and knowing about self, and she helps develop people. We got AK of the legendary rap group Do or Die in the motherfucking building. We got
Okay.
Unseen and Silent, one of the dopest producers to ever come out of Stockton. And we got Young Junior in the motherfucking building, man. So it's just a good day on the Crash Out, man. I can tell you that much, man. You know,
That's a fact.
the viewers, this is like candy for them right now, man. I'm so glad to put all these dope people in one motherfucking room. But Young Junior, what's going on with you?
Man, I ain't know nothing. I'm chilling for real right now. I ain't had nothing going on. Had to tap
Now,
in with my boy.
let me ask you this: as an artist, how important is it for you as an artist to be around the right energy?
Man, that's real important shit. You always want to be around the right energy, especially when it comes to this shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When you're an artist and shit, like when you the face of some of that shit, bad energy, that be the main thing a motherfucker try to avoid for real when it comes to being an artist, because they gonna direct the nigga down the wrong
Hmm.
way. You know what I'm saying? And that shit addictive. That shit addictive when you come from the streets. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I try to distance myself from that shit as much as I
Yeah.
can. And when I'm in the city, that's just what it is. I'm gonna be around that automatically. You get what I'm saying?
Mm. So how can you tell as an artist and like because as an artist you have to be overexposed. You have to be around a lot of people. You got to be doing a lot of shows. You got to be in the mix. You got to be out. You know what I'm saying, networking and stuff like that. What are some signs? How do you see good energy in people and can tell the difference? What are some signs to where you can tell if a person has good intentions and good energy and a person who don't got the right energy for you? How do you see those signs?
I mean, shit. First you got to be a dissect. You got to know how to analyze the shit first and foremost. You get what I'm saying? Second,
Mhm,
you gonna know because a motherfucker conversation. You know what I'm saying? The company they keep,
mhm,
and, and like I said, motherfucker, the advice they give you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gonna give you certain advice, especially when you know you, like I said, an artist, and you got something going for yourself, not just being an artist. You could have a business, you could just have something going for yourself. Good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them gonna be the motherfuckers, the good energy people, them gonna be the motherfuckers that influence you to do that type of shit, like the stay on your shit. You get what I'm saying?
mhm.
And them gonna be the motherfuckers that got something going on. You know what I'm
Have you
saying?
ever
They gonna
had have you ever had a time where you had to just stop everything and just get some like personal space, kind of like meditate a little bit, just like cut everything off, stop and just have to reset and rethink?
yeah, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now
Really?
with it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you didn't pay attention.
Oh,
You didn't pay attention for a minute. You've been watching me for a minute, so I used to be on that net every day, like I'm
mhm.
talking about motherfucker open their eyes and they open up that Instagram. I'm the face of Instagram. You gonna see June. You feel
Yeah.
me? And I was like that every day, like on the clock, bro. Like my life was, I set my life to, you know what I'm saying? When the day start, I bounce up, get my shit together, get myself together. You know what I'm saying? And I have my studio in the house, so I get up, get my shit together, and I go straight to the lab. I'm straight in the lab. You know what I'm saying? I'm on
Mhm.
Instagram, giving that 16 bar content, that hook content. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving it all day. You feel me? To the nightfall. And I'm on the mic all day until the nightfall. Like, that's how I have fun. I don't go outside and have fun. You feel me? I get on the mic, I stay in that lab. You know what I'm saying? I stay giving content. So that was my game. Like I used to do that shit, bro, every day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure you didn't see me fall back and kick back for a minute. I ain't been on that. You feel me? I ain't been on the net dropping verse after verse, hook after hook. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been on live. I ain't been giving them the podcast how I used to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't doing none of that. I get on live for a whole hour and just rap.
Yeah.
I ain't doing
Uh
none of that. I had to fall back from that shit because I had a lot going on. You know
Ronnie,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I feel that. I feel that, and I have seen that difference. Ronnie, do you feel like in today's era, do you feel like there's ever a point where you can just overextend yourself?
So Young Junior, you kind of popped in now. So that's normal. I mentioned earlier that the women were called in 2016. So the women that took the calling are going to be, because the men, every cycle of the moon, the men are going to start going through it now. So everybody's awakened already. What's happening now is the cleansing phase. And no one tells you during that cleansing phase that the flesh hurts while you're cleansing all that negativity and you're starting to look. Have I overextended? Of course. I've been a leader for over 20 years. I've done so many things, but right now I'm in a point that I'm a seasoned leader. I know how to create leaders and I know how to create hierarchy. So within that hierarchy in different lines of business, within those different lines of business, I know how to manage my time effectively. So right now, no, things are super easy. And I'm at a spiritual place that I make sure that I do the rituals and the routines that make me spiritually strong. So I don't question the decisions or the vision or the things that I see coming, because I'm always spot on. You see how he's like, well, right now I'm not. And I just said, listen, the men are going to start going through it right now. And the
Yes.
women that took the calling, be very cognizant of the type of feminine energy that you keep around you. Because they're
Mm.
gonna be like, eat the apple, eat the apple. Come on,
Eat the
eat that
apple,
apple.
huh? Hey, that's
Now you gonna
real.
make that
That
make a lot of
Not
sense.
even
That
lying.
makes a lot of sense.
man, and look at media today. Look at every time you scroll, like shaking ass is everywhere. It's apples everywhere. All you see twerk, ass. Take that nigga money, yeah, blah, all day. It's just temptation everywhere, and it's only gonna get worse. The summertime is out. Everybody gonna be naked outside. It's gonna be a crash out summer. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna be out there partying and having fun, but I want everybody to say focused and mentally strong when the party's over and the music stops. What's left? I told all my Stocktonians when Wildin' Out leaves, what's going to happen next? You know what I'm saying? Build off of this moment. If you are in entertainment and you got all this good energy and success coming to our town, bond with that good energy and success to where when they leave something with you. When they leave, you can grow from this moment. Never just take a moment
Yeah.
for granted. You feel me? That's like very important. That's like very motherfucking important. So unseen, what what are you working on right now for the summer? Because the summertime's coming up, and we need a summer banger that's out of this world. We gotta get together. We got us four right here. We need to get together. We got AK of Do or Die. We
Mhm.
got Young Junior in this thing. We got
Hey,
Unseen Asylum. We got the producer. We got the rappers in this thing. We need to come together and make a song for Ronnie Mike Hills for the Black and Brown Entertainment. We need to get together and make her a theme song.
I'm with it. I'm with it. You
Easy
know, I'm
call,
always down to
man.
work.
We got to make her something fire.
And besides that, I'm just working. Just really been focused on working with Swift. I've been sending him something like almost every day. So he got. I want to say right now we probably got like 20 records made, and we're just
Mm,
we working on this project. So I'm just constantly sending them stuff, and then whoever else wants something, you know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah.
also going to probably start working on an instrumental project. I got this really cool idea. I'm gonna come with some merch with it and some, a couple other little goodies. I'm kind of keeping it in the bag until I'm ready. Just getting injured. I'm trying to just make sure I'm all the way good first before I jump back outside. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because boy, it's I still probably got a few more months of recovery. You know what I'm saying?
Months. Damn, you really hurt your
Man,
leg.
bro. I tore my meniscus.
Oh yeah, you got an athlete's
Yeah, that's like a sports
injury.
injury. You feel me? So that's why I was like, I'm 7 weeks in, and I'm just now starting to be able to walk like a little bit, a little bit with no crutches and stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's gonna be a little more longer of a road, but I can't even lie. I'm kind of enjoying I'm kind of enjoying the journey. You know what I'm saying, to a degree, just getting my mind right and getting really just ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like a boxer. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah.
hibernating and just bulking up and getting ready. You know what I'm saying,
Hey, that's powerful. Bro got a torn meniscus to where he
bro?
had to sit it down. Meniscus all the way torn. And look what he said, Ronnie. He said, "I'm enjoying the journey."
Hey, you gotta have a silver lining somewhere. You feel me? Instead of just because I'll be real. The
And
first 2 weeks,
there's probably a reason for that because you was probably a busybody. He's like, nah, let me sit you
man,
down a little bit.
super busy, super busy. I got my kids that live with me, my girl running this business, working. So it's like I'm always moving around. So God was like, "Yo, sit down for a minute.
Hmm.
just sit down for a second." Like we were speaking earlier. I'm kind of the guy that pours into everyone. So it was just
Right.
Mm.
like, chill out, put some of that to yourself for a minute, get right. It's all good. It's
And you're
hard
gonna
too.
spend the time seeing who's reciprocated now. So I'm
Yes.
hearing that you're in a space of reciprocation where that word now is like, okay, who's reciprocating while I'm sitting here?
Wow.
And that's okay to start accepting and
Wow.
asking and seeing
Yeah.
who's gonna give back.
Yeah,
Hmm. That's deep.
I
That's
love
deep.
my girlfriend so much more now because she's really been holding me down. Not saying she doesn't have to. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I expect it, but she's without question holding it
Hmm.
down. You know what I mean? Just like I got you. Don't even worry about it. heal up, get better. I'm just like, man, thank God. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I'm just getting grown. Changing the perspective. Like, have you one woman, man? It's cool.
Yeah, yeah,
We used to be out there getting all types, and then what I'm saying, you gotta grow up and mature eventually, and it's like, nah, that ain't the way. So having just one woman is just, it's like game changer. You feel me?
yeah.
It sounds funny saying it because it's like it should be common sense, but you know what I'm
No, it
saying,
makes
like
sense
just
though. It make a
really,
lot of sense.
yeah, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, sitting down and just really holding her down. Like Ronnie said, she's the, what I mean. She's part of that rib that's gonna protect it. You feel me? So you got to protect her back. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the more I pour into her and like really, you know what I'm saying, like we just get so much farther and gotten so much farther. So I was like, that's kind of another reason I decided to stop the drinking too. I was like, yeah, I want to just get even better. You know what I'm saying?
Get your
And
mind
she's
right.
she likes it. Yeah, she likes it a lot. She's even stopped. She was like, I'm gonna stop with you. I was like, cool, let's do it.
Wow.
Let's get it together. She's taking this extra step. She's starting to work out more. I was like, I can't really do much right now.
What?
Wow.
It's
That's
a
called
She's like,
chain
that's
I'm gonna
called
work
reaction.
equally
out.
yoked.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna start working out. And she's like, when you're ready, you know what I'm saying, we'll start. We'll get it together. I was like, off top. So I'm doing my little walks around the house.
Yeah. You said it's called equally yoked.
Yeah,
What you mean by that?
meaning if first he went through the process of stop drinking, and she did it too,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So she agreed. You know what I'm saying? Without him saying, "Hey," she agreed. Then now she's working out, knowing that if she start to work out, once
Hmm.
his leg is better, he's going to process over to that way.
Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
called equally yoked. you know?
And it's crazy because we had to talk about it, and I just told her, I was like, if you want to do your thing, it's cool. Like this is just a personal thing, and she was like, nah, I'm cool too. Like let's get on with it. I was like, oh, okay, I think you the one.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So Ronnie, what do you feel was your absolute favorite part about the Wildin' Out tour show itself? What was your personal favorite part about it?
Um, well, the favorite part for me, which is part of all of our shows going forward now, is majority of the people that we hire are prostitutes, strippers, people from shelters. So us giving them an opportunity to be able to feed their families, to put a roof over their head, and giving them that hope, um always fills my cup up. When the harshest people, like my husband's we'll bring on certain people from I didn't get to do that with Stockton because we literally promoted in 2 weeks. So I
Yeah.
get
You
the
only had
opportunity.
2 weeks.
Yeah, at the time, I
Ah,
think Jason was on vacation, that I asked for 3 nonprofit organizations, leaders of nonprofit organizations, to get access to the people that they worked with from Stockton. And I didn't get that information on time, so we had to fly our own people in from different shelters into Stockton to work. So we give them room and board, we give them food, and we pay them hourly pay to do, because when we promote, are literally working 22 hours a day until show day.
wow.
22 hours a day, period. 22 hours a day until show day, period. All those
Wow.
fires that you saw, like flooding
I
19.
seen them everywhere. I seen them everywhere. I woke up, it was a flyer under my pillow. I'm like, how the fuck this get here? I seen them motherfuckers everywhere. Y'all beat the block up for real.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that that's the work that requires. Like my husband doesn't sleep. He's like literally out all night doing promo, going to whatever events there is until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll sleep near TV or radio. So he'll pop into radio at the time to do promo or to do
Your internet is getting choppy right now. It was just
so
in and out.
that's my favorite part of doing any show. Is the team that we're building and the culture that we're developing.
Okay, okay, okay. Your internet was kind of choppy right there. Um, say something real quick, Ronnie.
Nay, nay, nay.
Okay, yeah. Does it sound choppy to y'all too?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, y'all can hear it clearly.
No, I can hear it chopping.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ronnie, I'm gonna have you pop out and pop back in. But yeah, that's powerful. That first thing she said was hiring prostitutes and hiring homeless people, and but that's hella dope. That you come to a whole new city, finding people that need it the most, because people that need it the most is gonna work the motherfucking hardest, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Motherfuckers that feel like they already got it, they already gonna do this, they gonna do what they feel. People. Once you give them the opportunity, it's up. And AK, that I don't know if you were still watching the crash out after you came on earlier when I did a video breakdown
Hmm.
of your video of Poe Pimp. And
Hmm.
in the video breakdown, piggybacking off of what Ronnie was saying, in his video, Poe Pimp, Ronnie, there's a homeless guy pushing a basket, and he comes around and flips a penny to the homeless dude, and then it's the shot of the penny going up, and when the homeless dude catches the penny, it shows him in a suit, and now he's the man, and now all the girls is on him, and then it's this girl passing by, and they flip her the penny, and she catches it, and now she's hella fly looking. She went from homeless to hella fly looking. And then there's this part where they flip the penny up in the air, and this transient man in a he's like a boxcar hobo in a on a train, and he's just sitting there with a sign that says uh be a donator, not a player hater, right? It says be a donator, not a player hater, and he's sitting with the sign, and they pass by and flip him a penny, and then it turns into money and rains on them. I think that's dope because sometimes people just need the opportunity. Sometimes you just a Pope pimp, man. And sometimes you just need an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And people can see that somebody might pass by, see it in you, and it change your life. So I
Yeah.
think that's dope.
A lot of
Everything's
people
starting to
didn't
tie
didn't
together.
read into that neither. Like you just read into it. A lot of people didn't read into that.
I literally paused the video and broke it down like, y'all look at this.
Yeah. And it was dope because you got the quarter, the nickel, and the dime
Yes.
facing one way, and then they got the penny facing a whole different way, right? So that's why we used the penny because the penny was brown.
That's lit. That's lit. We got to collaborate and make this woman the dopest theme song she's ever heard in her motherfucking life. And I think this might be the panel to do it right here. We got to
That's
make her, man. AK,
Oh,
this dude right here on these beats is
uh
a monster. This dude right here, Young Junior, on these tracks,
hmm
so versatile. A monster. I ain't seen you no links yet, but when we get off, I'm gonna send you some links to check out of just monster talent. I'm gonna send you monster talent because we're trying to do this Cali and Chicago. We're gonna do this pipeline of talent and moves, and I think we just started something that's gonna be monumental. Straight up.
That's work.
Straight up. We starting something that's gonna be monumental, and we're gonna make this lady the greatest theme song she's ever heard in her life for Black and Brown. We about to Junior come up with some bars. I'm gonna come up with some too.
Well,
AK,
I
come
just
on, let's get
hired
it.
a brand new. I just putting together a brand new PR team. So whatever song y'all create is about to be everywhere. Because I'm launching a book. I'm launching the podcast. My husband's doing these fests. He's doing these movies that are coming out. I have a thing called side chick convos. I've
That's
spoken to
fire.
all the side chicks. I'm like, listen,
I love
they're
that.
all doing amazing. They're developing themselves. I'm like, listen, this right here is my family. Like,
Right.
but if you need money, let's make money together. I have
Yeah,
no hard feelings. Let's keep it real.
let's
Because
get
a
it.
lot of times they're in it because they'll just take bare minimum from whatever they're getting.
Hmm.
So we have so many projects that are coming and a lot of real talk. I told you, incredible, that I'm going to be doing a lot of workshops, and it's
Yes.
traditional workshops. Like they're telling women, you know, you got to be a multiplier, but nobody's teaching you how to be a multiplier.
Tap into
No
that. What
one's
do you
teaching
mean?
you
What do you
how to
mean by
take.
multiplier? Elaborate.
So so Unseen has a producing business, right?
Yes.
You have your kids home, you're doing your stuff at home. No one's teaching your girl how to take what you have without dominating what you're doing. How to insert herself where she's helping you grow that business. No one's physically telling you how to do that. They're just telling you, "Oh, you're the multiplier. You got to be a no." Well, how do I do that? How do I multiply? How do I take what you just hunted and make sure everybody's eating lavishly from it? No one's teaching you how to do that. If you want, if new artists wants to get on, no one's going to just put you on anymore. Are we teaching you how to market yourself? Are you teaching you how to brand yourself? No one's teaching you how to do that. My comedians think that just being silly. A lot of comedians think, okay, I'm gonna just get up and I'm gonna be silly. No one tells you that there's 7 forms of of comedy.
Talk to
Are
him.
you reading the books? Do you know how to write structured comedy? That you can go in any platform and actually sell comedy.
Mm.
No one's teaching you how to do that. Leadership, we're just telling you to, oh, go and run a business, have people. No, do you know how to lead people? Do you know how to develop them? I want to teach people how to develop. Do you know how to recruit people that aligns to your vision or the culture you're trying to create? Nobody teaches you how to do that.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's real.
Super real.
What inspired you to
Fact.
spread that word?
What word?
The word of multiplying and stuff like that. What inspired you to catch on to that, to grasp on that and see the importance of that? Because that is very important.
Um, Honestly, half of the things that comes out of my mouth, I don't even I be hearing it for the first time and I'm like, oh, this is real. I'm like, really? Even the book that I wrote, half of the things that I wrote in that book are not my words. As I'm writing and I'm like, this is gonna happen. Oh my God, I gotta make sure that I'm right.
It get like that in
I'm
music.
not doing these things.
It's like organic. Like when you be talking, I can feel your shit when you talk. Like you can tell it's organic. That is coming straight from the. It's coming from there with it. Like you bringing it from here. Like and it's all from there. Like it's off the dome. It ain't premeditated. You can't premeditate the shit she talking about. Like when
Straight
it's
up.
real, it's real.
They
It's
say
off
I'm
the.
not gonna let
Like,
me
yeah,
rest.
And everybody's going to become this. Everybody's going to become prophets. Everybody's going to have this divine connection. Every single where we're about to evolve, I'm not I'm not taught anymore by a physical being, meaning my dad, my mom, a pastor, a priest, a pundit, a magi. I am being taught by my creator. And so I
Mm.
don't question when I make a decision now.
Mm.
I don't question the things that I say anymore because I'm like, oh, this makes sense. And he's teaching me like I'm 2 years old. So when I speak, I'm teaching it to you like you're two.
Mm.
straight up.
That's dope. That's
And I
dope.
don't come with any judgment because he took all of that away from my heart. Because I was,
Right.
when I was with the bank, I was so dominating and rigid. And you was not being better than me. I would dominate you. And I turned into this really hard and after the depression, the 90 days of my body shutting down and completely going through, I found a sense of like innocence back. He like gave me my innocence back. I still
Mm.
speak with maturity because I'm mature and I've been through life, but he gave me like it's like innocence. Like I
Yeah.
get you, I understand. And he told me he's like I'm going to send you all my kids and I'm like, but I just want to stay home. Can I just stay home? I just want to stay home. I don't want to share this energy. And it's like, no, this is not your energy.
What
This
I
energy don't belong to you.
Mm.
what I see out of her, you could tell she like she go for being the wanting to be the best of her. Like she gonna get the best of her. She gonna give
Yeah.
herself the best of her. Like you know what I'm saying. She gonna get the people the best of her. Like if I could do something, she gonna make sure that okay, I can do this 10 times better. Like you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
In the
But
most
now
way.
I want to replicate that. How do I get how do I transfer that energy into other people to become the best of them? How do I not replicate me, still
Right.
have, because when I was a leader at the bank in a corporate world, I would replicate me. I don't want to replicate me. Like my husband, you are going to be the best of everybody. Like, I don't care. We doing this.
Yeah.
We are being the best of the best of the best. You are, I am the last woman you will ever hurt, whatever. I don't care. I've made that commitment to God and I made that commitment to you. Like
Mm.
this is happening. And God has, like I told you, I know it seems insensitive. My husband's heart's failing right now,
Yeah.
but he's functioning. You seen him. He's
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
that stage. People's heart that's failing, they can't do what he's doing. And do you think
At
that that's
all.
not God?
Right.
That's God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing his thing, and I want to say, I do wish him the best on that. I think with you around, he's going to get the best results possible. And all I seen from y'all, even as a unit, was a glow of positivity and radiant energy, and that's what made me like, you know what, I really want to work with these people. And sure enough, it all just came to fruition. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got
I think that's dope.
support. That's the best support. Like when you got spouse support and it's genuine and conditional. That's why when Unseen was saying what he was saying, I was feeling what he was saying when he was talking about him and his girl. That shit make a lot of sense for real.
100.
That's gotta, you know what I'm saying? Gotta, you know, when you know, when you're out there too much, you feel me? You gonna get in trouble.
It don't come like that.
Straight
Man.
up. You gonna
Oh,
get
it
in
was
trouble. You know what
all
I'm saying? When
thing.
you got,
It don't come like that no
you
more.
got one woman, it's, you know,
Yeah.
less trouble. you
And as
know,
long as you're honest with it, she'll feel that honesty. My husband constantly like, "Are you coming to the shows?" And I'm like, when I say I'm like, he's like, "Are you not?" But I know what that means. He don't trust himself, and that's okay. Do you get?
right?
He doesn't trust himself.
Hey, but can you please come? No, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 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 yeah. Are you sure you
Or the
don't want to
thing,
go?
be like, babe, just slide with me. You know what I'm saying? Zero trouble.
Straight up.
Right. That
That,
right
and
there.
I just really enjoy my girl's company. So I just, you know, like I just really, you know, we really enjoy each other's company. So that's what really has us staying together. You know, we've been together a few years, and you know, she's like my best friend. Like we just really, like we'll talk every single day on the phone still, and she lives with
Yeah,
me.
And she
yeah,
makes you feel safe.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and vice versa.
That's the other thing that we need to transition to. So again, women are really the protectors. We're the protectors. That's why we're
mm,
the rib.
mm,
That's why we cover the vital organs of a body. We're the
mm.
real protectors. And y'all
How?
is the real nurturers.
Oh, that's a very interesting
Kind of
twist
real.
to the plot. That's a very because
Kind of real.
in a way, it's a perfect balance because we protect in a way, then y'all protect in a way, we nurture in a way, y'all nurture in a way, and it should be that yin and yang going quadrilaterally. That's crazy. That right there is deep as fuck. That's some like that's stoner deep right there. Like whoa, that's like mind blowing stoner deep right there. I fuck with
Wh-
Now
that.
What does
that's super
stoner
real.
deep mean?
Uh, Okay, so when you smoke hella fucking blunts and you as high as you gonna get, you start thinking and then you start deep thinking and you just be like, whoa, like that's mind blowing. Like, dang, I never thought of it that way. It's like having an epiphany. It's like it was
Hey,
right under your nose, but you
real
never
quick,
seen
that's
it
real
until it's in your
because
face.
like you know, like in war, what do they do? Like they'll go straight for the women and the children.
Yep.
They go straight to that because they know it's gonna bring you out of hiding. It's gonna bring you out of whatever's going on. And it's like, hold on a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's kind of like a wartime tactic.
Mm,
Right. That's why God is making us women that worry to make sure that there's an attack on families.
Facts.
They don't
mm.
want us to be families. They don't want a family unit anymore. They don't want it
And
Yeah,
you
because
know
we
because
what?
use
there's
the
an
It's
term.
attack on life.
systematic.
Yeah,
It's
because we use the
systematic
term
too.
generational wealth. Like, how you gonna have generational if like the generations come from being together?
Correct.
You can't create a generation by yourself. You got to
Your
have a
identity is
partner.
in your family. So what are they
Facts.
trying to do? Your whole identity is in the family, is in the unit, the
Yeah,
household that you're in.
that's why you have a last name.
Boom, boom.
It's to represent the identity of your family. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that name carries with you. You know, and that's crazy. That's super deep. That's super deep. And I think that a lot of the attack on family. Do y'all agree that it's been systematic as well?
All day. That's what this book I'm reading is about. The Dark Alliances, specifically talking about in the 80s, you know, the Contra Wars, how we were, the government was funding on the low Nicaragua. They were letting them, we weren't really funding them. We were like giving them some aid, but we were giving them weapons. And in turn, we were letting them come out here and sell dope.
Mm,
Now, when they were coming out here and selling dope, they were like selling in the black neighborhoods. Nobody's going to care. When they
mm.
start
Mm.
killing each other, nobody's going to care. The CIA knew about it. They knew exactly what was going on. The guy that was selling to Rick Ross was a CIA operative.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
That's deep.
hell yeah, they knew exactly what they were doing. They're like, let's keep them. My theory was like, they were like, we can't keep killing them openly.
Yeah. Oh, look, CIA got him. He done disappeared. They done turned his
Yep.
internet off.
Yep. Let me know if y'all can hear me.
Oh, I thought the CIA, the NSA. Oh, all
All
right, all
right.
right. You good? You back? I thought they landed
They
a
were like, they couldn't
helicopter
kill
on
them
your
openly,
house.
so they were like, let's just divide them. Let's put the
Yeah,
women over here. Let's put them over here. Leave the women unprotected. Leave them unprotected. And like we're barely recovering from that. That was like the
yeah,
80s. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of men grew up. They get mom on drugs, dad gone. Then they're
hmm,
raising their kids, and now are the young ones out here wilding out. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes,
that's the generation right now. So it's like, yo, it's like we're starting to reel from it though. We're starting to rebuild from it. Like you start looking at statistics, black men are doing way better. Black men are the most involved fathers now. You know what
yep.
I'm saying? Like it's so we're starting to get away from that. Black women.
Yeah.
That's facts. That's facts. I want to play something for y'all that haven't seen it. I posted it. I'm gonna let him pop back in. His internet was kind of tripping. I'm gonna let him pop back in, but I want to play something for y'all. If y'all haven't seen it, this is a video from Veronica from Ronnie Mike Hills, and it is a dope video of some of her hard work that she's been doing, that she was doing in Stockton at the Wildin' Out tour. And this is a preview of something to come.
How often do you go on stage?
Literally, most of the shows.
Okay, so that's the preview, a little snippet, a little teaser right there of some of the backstage action behind the scenes of one of the most hardest working people in the motherfucking game, Ronnie Mike Hills. Man,
Oh, bad, I'm back.
that's crazy. They don't make him like you no more. So unseen, you got super feedback. Your shit feedbacking like a motherfucker. Can you get closer to the? Okay, there we go. Say something.
Nay, 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 nay.
Okay, Young Junior, say something.
It's Junior.
Okay, unseen, say something.
See, look, see, I was cooking. They cut me off. No.
Okay, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. Yeah, yeah,
Look,
but yeah,
I started cooking. Look, the powers that be cut it off. See?
yeah. I was saying that. I was like, hey man, I think the CIA done landed a helicopter on his house, sent some and sent them in. But yeah, keep cooking, man. Tell us about
Hey, it's all good. You know that.
yeah, it was systematic though. The Ronnie, the points that you are putting out are very important. It has been a separation of family and attack on family, and bringing that back is essential. And that's one of the best messages that you can bring to the world, because that's what we need more of is family. Families strengthen everything around.
Right. When I first got into this business and my husband started bringing me around entertainment,
Hey, big
Hmm.
facts.
one of the biggest thing that they would
That's my
say,
dad. You feel me?
and they would
You
manipulate
know.
you to do business. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, is yo,
Yeah.
we fam. And I'm like, you're not my family. My mother's my family, my father's my family, my husband's my family. We fam, we can do this. I'm like, you're not my family. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that's how they would manipulate you to do things that's not aligned to any core values, integrity, by making you believe they're family. And a lot of times they're getting in your head and brainwashing you. And they
Mm.
would brainwash, girls, entertainers, workers, not paying people right, creating a culture backstage that was just like, you know, I'll be honest, when I first started, like they would bring girls for like entertainers to like entertain, and I would hug them and be like, is this really what you want to do? And they start bawling and being like, no, it's not really what I want to do. And I'm like, well, I can show you how to do this, this, and this. How's your writing skills? How's this do it? Oh, you don't have a resume? Let me show you how to write a resume, blah, 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 blah. When I first started coming on board.
Hmm.
And so I want to redefine what this culture of entertainment has defined as family. Your
Right.
family is your family, period. That's where your core is. That's where your integrity is. So all
Yeah.
these other outside people that's now being like, "Oh, work for free for me because we're fam. Create these ideas for me because we're fam. Write this song for me, we fam." I was like, I said to my husband one time when, I'm not going to say her name. I will in my podcast called Dark Truth Heals.
Hmm.
When they kept on saying to him, "We're fam, write this, we're fam," they're not paying him. They're like, "We fam, I appreciate you." I'm like, that's not your family.
Right.
That's not your family. I'm not your family. At that time we were dating, I'm like, I'm not your family. When we get married, we're family.
Hmm.
Then I'll share whatever property I own. I'll tell you what my business is, because then that's when we're family.
Mm.
And that's where now it's really important to me to make sure that I have, like at our show, I showed you we had husband and wives working for us. They were working together. They were going through issues. They had issues in their relationship. They
Hmm.
shared that relationship. And I'm like, okay, girl, before you go off and do this, 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 and this, and you start hating him, da, 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 no, he really does care about you. She really does. Come and work together. Do this together. Let me teach you how to help him evolve. He owns a club. Now you can help him with his club. Do his little
Right.
club thing with him.
Nice.
So that's where family, I this is my second marriage. I would have never left my first husband ever. He would beat my ass and I'm like, okay, he beat my ass, but at least we beat our asses together in our house. But he had God has other plans for you. I threw a cup and he went to he cut himself, went to the precincts, that I'm being abused and I don't know what to do, and I got thrown out of my house, and that's where my awakening started.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, I want to find the person. He wasn't my person. He wasn't my full body. And
Right.
and I knew that. I didn't feel that. That's where now in the depression time, God told me all this dating stuff that we're doing is a waste of time. You men become the full body, the woman becomes the full rib, and you guys meet. Anything of this physical world is yours. Anything.
Mm.
Abundance is yours. Understanding is yours. I would have
Abundant.
never dealt with half of the things I deal with Rip, but I do because I know he's my person.
That's real love. And that word. is wild. Abundance is yours. That's not just winning. That's winning to the point where you have a surplus of winning. That's winning to the point where others around you are winning. You are abundantly winning. That shit is trickling, not just trickling down. It's pouring out everywhere. That shit's crazy. That shit's dope. What y'all think about that?
No, that's for sure dope.
That's for
That's
sure
the
dope.
goal.
Sense.
That's the goal. You feel me?
That
I
is.
always believe like that's what's been holding me back was running around and doing, you know what I'm saying? Jumping around and messing around. And once I kind of finally sat down and got serious and was like, all right, I'm gonna stop all that. You know, I had to talk with my girl and was like, I'm gonna stop tripping. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, me get more serious and more focused and on God, bro. Like once I did that, everything just kind of started falling in the line even more. You know what I'm saying? But usually that's how it helps. That's how it happens. You know what I'm saying? You start getting, everything else is usually a distraction. You know what I'm saying? A little extra
That's a
female
lot of
shit.
distractions.
It's a distraction. You feel me? That should trip you up. Have you, you know what I'm saying, paying child support or going to
Man,
jail or, you got drama in the town and you know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot to where you could just chill out, deal with your girl. You might have some little drama, but it's not. Imagine having that drama three or four of them.
mhm.
And they tripping. You know what I'm saying? It just starts getting extra, and it's like, nah,
Man,
you know
Christmas
what?
coming
Let me just
around.
be cool.
Christmas coming around. You gotta get every girl a gift and shit. Man, that shit is out.
Yeah, Valentine's Day come around.
Man,
You know what I'm
that shit
saying?
is
Then yeah,
out.
it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? To where it's just, hey, chill, focus. Like that was the first little monkey I got off my back was get regulating that. Once I
Yeah.
got that together, shit, it was cool. Now you know what I'm saying? I'm what 7. As long as I've been injured, I stopped. So yeah, I'm like 7 weeks, no drinking, no nothing. First
Mm,
couple weeks, I was
That's
like, I don't know how I'm gonna have fun. I was like,
man.
I don't know how, but that's really just you feel me? That stuff got shit in it to keep you doing it. So just had to
Yeah.
start really thinking like, nah, I don't want nobody to control me. I don't want none of that. I'm good. I ain't gonna let them control me. We were spending
Mm,
too much money every weekend too.
it
Get a
gets expensive.
fifth right away. Get an ass. Get another fit. Like you feel me? We $300-400 every weekend. I said, baby, that's a car note. You know
Damn,
what I'm
that
saying?
is true.
We can be investing that. We could be There's so much we could be doing with that. We could be dumping that into crypto or something. You know what I'm saying? We could be
Something
doing
that's
something. We
going
could dump
something
that into the kids.
something that's gonna give you something back besides the hangover.
Yeah, besides just being like, damn, that was a fun night and I don't remember.
Right.
That was a fun night and I don't remember it. But
Bro, I
I mean,
started
everybody's
having
free to do their thing.
yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
free to do their thing though. I just, it's a personal choice. I'm not the type to some cats they'll get sober and then start talking down on others. Like, bro, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Nah, that's lame. Like, nah,
I
I
just
don't do
quit
it. It's
drinking
cool. You
yesterday,
want
you
to do your thing.
alcoholic. I just quit
You know what I'm
smoking
saying?
yesterday, you
Even
stoner.
you know what I'm saying? Shit, I
Yeah.
just recently was drinking non-alcoholic. Never thought I'd be doing that. But we was
Right.
barbecuing. Shit, I was like, I want a beer, but I don't want no beer. So let's get a little non-alcoholic one. We were cracking up. And we drank a little too. We was like, I drank one or two. Was like, yeah,
Damn.
that's enough.
Young
But my
Junior,
focus has been extra focused, bro.
have you ever worked with Unseen Asylum?
nah. I'm just actually getting up on him right now.
Oh, we got
Bro, you're gonna blow my
yeah, we
phone
got to
up with
work.
thank
Listen,
yous when you hear this nigga's
I'm in the
beats
asylum right now.
and how he cook.
I was
You're gonna be
seeing that.
like, bro, mind-blowingly talented. Mind-blowing, bro.
And we got to put
Appreciate the
together.
kind words, man.
We got you already
And we'll cook like I
press,
got all the stuff in here.
lock it in. I'm gonna get straight to it. You know how I'm coming.
I'm in Frisco right now at home, but I'm gonna be in Stockton tomorrow. I'm gonna be in Stockton tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna stay a little longer than I planned because I want to really put some dots together, connect with some artists, connect with some people because I got a fucking master plan and it's starting to come together. And watch, man, watch when this shit is done, man. It's just about to be a beautiful thing. I think Veronica, shout outs to her. It looks like her internet or phone or something had cut out because I'm sure she would have popped in by now. Shout outs to Aaron the plumber for popping in. He told me the reason why his internet wasn't working right now, and it's hella funny, but I ain't gonna put his business out there right now. But he's in a place right now where his internet isn't going to be the best. But shout outs to Aaron the plumber, Ma Brodesky for pulling up today. Shout outs to AK from the legendary rap group Do or Die. Shout outs to Young Junior. You feel me? CG phone this motherfucker. Shout outs to Unseen Asylum in this motherfucker. I'm gonna go now to the comments and see what people are saying. I know they gotta be loving this episode, man. I try to put shit together with the right elements, with the right units, you feel me, so that all the crash outs can be entertained. And like I always say, crash out but don't be no crash dummy, you know what I'm saying? Crash out but don't be no crash dummy. So let me check some of these motherfucking comments in this motherfucker, see what people is saying. Young Junior, man, how was your day going so far, brother?
It was cool, to be honest. I wasn't really on nothing today. I was really just chilling for real. I'm about to start filming after Saturday. I'm about to get behind that camera. So I'm about to be working a lot. So I'm really chilling for real right now. Crib.
Oh, what you filming right now?
I'm filming these videos for this new project I got and some of my old projects. I'm just trying to flood real quick. Man, I remember I was telling you I'm jumping all the way back in head first, kicking back. So I gotta flood the net right now. You feel? I gotta flood the streets. I gotta give them what they used to that I ain't been giving them. So I'm about to get behind that camera and just go crazy real quick. Put it in.
That's dope. What you doing? What you doing Sunday?
I ain't gonna be doing nothing. I'm gonna be chilling for real.
I'm gonna pull up on you Sunday. We're gonna get some content together and bring my camera and shit. I'm gonna pull up on you Sunday. Sunday's gonna be one of my freer days, but let's knock out hella motherfucking reels. Let's just get creative on Sunday. Matter of fact, I think that'd be dope because you in motion right now. I can already tell you in that zone right now.
Oh yeah, I'm back in my mode. Focused. Out of my zone. I'm back in my mode. I'm about to give it to him raw. Like I said, you know how it works. So I'm about to do it this time. Now I'm finna try to stats this round.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you gotta, you feel me? I feel it. Sometimes you gotta, take a little break, regroup. You know what I'm saying? Get the mental right and then attack it harder. You know what I'm saying? I'm being forced to right now.
Yeah. You on injury reserve.
You know what I'm saying? Able to really kick back too because you about to get real creative. Where you at? I know where the mindset at up in there, bro. Like when you just really like stuck up in there, and that's I know what the mindset, bro. You about to get so creative in there, it's gonna be crazy, bro. You got months to get creative for real and really do some shit that ain't nobody doing and find out certain blueprints and certain lanes to run down that ain't nobody running down right now. You feel me? So you about to have a good perfection. You know what I'm saying? A good perfection break right now. That's your perfection break.
Yes. That's his specialty.
No, for real.
Yeah, I take you too. So this is a fourth one. I've just been, I ain't gonna lie, I've really been making beats like down there all these weeks. I just been having to chill. I couldn't even, like how I'm sitting right now, I couldn't even sit like this for too long because my knee would just start aching. Then if I lay down, you know how you in the bed, you try to like do a laptop, but you ain't really sitting up straight, but you kind of, your back start hurting. So it's like, okay, I can't really do that. Let me try to go sideways. Couldn't do that. So I just had to like chill for a minute. I was like, all right, I really just have to sit here and watch. You know what I'm saying? I had to chill and watch the playoffs. Watch the playoffs, read, study. You know what I'm saying? Reading that book. I mean, I read that book before, and just being older, I've lived through that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen what happened, and
that's wild. That's wild.
Internet.
Bro, got to sit closer to that router. It's crazy because everybody's internet been in and out today. I wonder what it is about today. Everybody's internet been in and out today, and it's been crazy. But yeah, he is in a place. I'm gonna let him pop back in.
My
Oh
bad,
no, I
CIA.
think he
Soon
back.
as I mention it, see, look.
Wait, you said CIA? You said CIA, and
Oh
then that's
shit, yeah, they trying to get
every
us, but
time you
you
say
feel me? It's all good. We resilient. We we survived
nigga,
this long
nigga.
through
Every
all
time you say the
everything
motherfucking
they
C
tried to
word,
do. You feel me? So it's good. We gonna
every
keep
time you say
surviving
the
and
C
keep
word,
going.
nigga,
They ain't stopping
it just
nothing.
start cutting out.
They can't stop what God has ordained. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
For
I want
sure,
to give
for
a shout
sure.
out to all my
Oh
Instagrammers
shit!
right
Look, I'm the
now. We
host right
all
now.
to all my folks on Instagram right now. I want to give a shout out to them. Ice Mees, Bossman
I know you
James, you
fellas
feel
jump
me?
back on.
Trapman 27, Becoming Sierra, 300
Oh
Yaya,
man,
Broke the
I'm dying.
MC, Money Motivated Life. I want to give a shout out to you. Uh I gotta give a shout out to D from Hallway, Swift Homicide, King Hostile, Shay World, Bounce Back D Weez, Cammy Garcia, IMJ, Cali 420, Roy Back Turn. What's up, Roy? And that's the homie out in Memphis. He be making moves, bro. Is dope. That's a dope ass dude. He's a manager, music manager. He does dope ass shit. See if I can get him on too. Love Juicy Jew, Shogun Rasta, Shogun, dope ass artist. He got the Afro Caribbean vibes popping in his music. He's dope. Pinup girl, what's up, Kiki? Jason Only Lonely Pocket Man is in the building from Chicago. McYee, you know what I'm saying? Y'all check out McYee shit. She go crazy. Official Pin 3 Apparel. Official Bread Fred. Bread Fred was good. My sis Ashby, the golden girl. That's Ashby No Fugazi. She slapping. Primo Delgado. You know what I'm saying? Imani's in this motherfucking bad boy protection services. M Low CA, you feel me? Big Oos active, Big Oos. That song with you and Young Incredible was hella dope. Me and Young Junior was watching that the other day. That video was dope. Y'all did y'all shit. Much love on that new track y'all got with YG coming out.
Better put
Fire.
some big goose.
Oh yeah, Big Oos. We gonna be reaching out for sure. That guy DC, Romy Rome. We need you on some hooks, Romy Rome. For real, for real. You the truth, Romy Rome. We need that dude on some hooks. He's hella talented. Tony Martian's in the building. Sick ass producer, Tony Martian. He got a new podcast out right now too. You feel me? Tara, Duke 4X, Filson. What's up, sis? Aaron the plumber, still locked in. That's what's up. My nigga Aaron the plumber is a fool, man. He be having me. I swear, this nigga be having me rolling. I'm gonna tell you later. I'm gonna tell you off camera why the niggas internet wasn't working or whatever. But Quick Strike was cracking. Fast Traffic, yo, new shit is fire. Fast Traffic, y'all go check him out. My nigga King Jabo's in the building. What's up, King Jabo? Shout outs to you. 5 Active. Shout outs to you. HB Liddy. Shout outs to you, man. Everybody that's tuned in right now on the IG, I fuck with y'all tough, man. It's lit. Crash Out's been lit, man. Young Junior. So while you down right now, are you doing a lot of changes in your are you doing any changes in your diet? Are you working out? Are you doing any lifestyle changes, Junior, while you're on your mental hiatus?
Yeah, I'm about to I actually was talking to my uncle yesterday about about the sea moss shit and the ashwagandha and all the black seed oil and all that shit. I'm about to be fucking with that for a minute because I had a little throat situation that I had going on where I had to assist in my throat. That was another reason why I fell back, you feel me, and kicked back off the music because I didn't know what was going on. And I started
Yeah,
having anxiety attacks and hella panic attacks and shit out of nowhere. I ain't never had that shit, so I didn't know what was going on. Then I had found that I had to assist in my throat. So I'm about to change everything right now when it comes to my diet and shit, like eating certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Really fucking with the shit that really cleanses. You know what I'm saying? Cleansing niggas. So I gotta just fix my diet and fix how I be partying much. You know what I'm saying?
that's important. One of the artists I work with, like on a daily, my bro Keezy. That's one that I was telling you. This nigga drop 10 slapping ass songs a day. If he man, he just be in his zone always. Like he always in his zone. And I noticed like over the last like year, he's been really on that like CMOS Java Juice. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. And I can see the change, bro. I can see the nigga done got healthy. The hair it started growing out like hella fast. I'm like, nigga, your hair about to catch up to mine. Like, nigga, that
Mm.
CMOS shit for like clarity in your body. I'm like, man, let me try some of that. I never tried it because one, I'm stubborn, and two, I ain't never tried it. You know what I'm saying? You know how black people is. We like, I ain't, let me see you try it first. And it looked like it tastes nasty. You feel
Yeah,
me?
I heard it do. It stank too. I didn't have some before. That's stank, but my uncle got some raw. He got some raw sea moss right now. We gotta cook it. So he's supposed to be bringing that shit over here, and we gonna cook it up, and I'm gonna try to turn some of it into powder form, and you know what I'm saying. That way we'll have it in powder form and be able to mix it in whatever we want to mix it in. And man, I'm gonna make a little smoothie shit and all that shit. Make it with the food and all that shit. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to make sure we can have it in different formats that way, and they could keep using it and keep using it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How long have you been experimenting with CMOS?
Um, I didn't really know about the sea moss until about probably I want to say like 4 years ago.
Yeah. And what changes have you seen? Like have you seen an improvement since using it?
I to be honest, I ain't really got to use it yet. I only use the ashwagandha. I use the
Okay.
ashwagandha and the oil a lot.
Hmm.
Ashwagandha that's cool because I start seeing the effects of it. Like the more I was using it.
Yeah.
I did have the sea moss. I had this sea moss little. It's like a sea moss, like I want to say smoothie. It is like a sea moss smoothie that I had got from Sprouts, and I was just mixing it in like making my own smoothies, mixing it in with the ashwagandha powder and the black seed oil and certain fruits and berries and shit. I was mixing sea moss shit up in there too. But I had it for a minute when I was using it. I was using it back to back, and you could feel like the energy. You could feel the, you know what I'm saying, you're breathing better. Like yeah, you got like I said, you got energy. You ain't all lazy, draggy. You know what I'm saying? Like I start feeling like
Yeah.
shit, get my fatigue back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I usually be drained out. I was drained for a minute going through this shit.
Bro, that'd be me. I
That
go,
shit
so
that
I'm drained out, my phone blowing up, everybody looking for me and shit, and I just be burnt the fuck out. I'll be sleeping because I like work hella hard and then just crash out. And then
yeah.
when I get up the next day, I got no energy. I'm laying down. I gotta catch up to shit and shit like that. You said it's called asaganda juice.
Ashwagandha powder. It come in a little bag, a little pack. They got it in different forms though. I get it in the powder form. That way I can, you feel me, mix it in what I want to mix it in. It's called ashwagandha.
My boy Czar, I got a partner named Czar who has a store. Next time you out in Stockton, we're gonna slide by Czar's store. It specializes in Joppa juice, sea moss, all that, and that's where everybody in Stockton get that shit from. So if you in Stockton, hit up Anzar Muhammad. That's who you're gonna get all that from. I don't know much about it, but I feel like I need to try it, and that help you get your natural energy back.
Okay, for sure, most definitely. It's all good.
That's dope.
When I hit back down there, we're gonna put it all the way together.
Oh, it's already at hold. Somebody's at the motherfucking door, man. Yeah. You never know who popping through the crash out, man. It stay lit around this motherfucker. Who we go? Oh, that is Keezy right there. Oh, all right, Keezy.
What's popping?
This is
So
Mister. I make 10 songs a day. Keezy Mac got bars. Keezy Mac. This is Young Junior.
What's up
Keezy,
with it, Junior?
welcome
Yeah,
to the
Young
crash.
Junior. He got a song with Kelly Boy Cash.
oh yeah,
I forgot the name of it. Damn. But
I
that shit
think
is
I did that with him probably like 2020, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
That I can't think of the name of it, but we in the same group.
Okay, yeah, for sure. That's my boy. I fuck with bruh. I used to work with bruh. I used to work with
Oh,
him, driving trucks and shit. We used to
Yeah.
be we used to work for these moving companies and shit. Hella
Ashton Furniture.
yep, matter of fact, I was working with him up there.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
Hella
that
cool
too.
player, he was hella cool, bro. Like personality, everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I locked
Yeah.
in with him.
Oh,
As soon as
I'll
I
blow it. I'll
seen him,
blow
we
it.
started chopping it up. I locked in with him all the way. And then it was crazy because when I locked in with him, like, we stayed in the same apartments, bro.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
the song I think is called "I Blow It."
I blow it.
Okay,
I
yeah, yeah.
blow it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, Kelly with Cash is a dope person, man. Dope artist. He got a song with Issa Simone. Shout out to Issa Simone. They got a summertime banger, nigga. It's like that skating rink feel good music right there. They got a banger right now, man. That's like catching some traction right now. But Keezy Mac, man, what's good with you, Keezy Mac?
Shit, man. I got tomorrow no, not tomorrow, the next, it is tomorrow. Tomorrow got the 209 Keezy 209 Disc Wars. That's just with the songs that I did in that dropping. It's dropping on
How
all
many songs?
platforms.
How many songs you
Only,
got on that?
only 10. I had 14, but YouTube.
The
So
nigga made everybody else is doing one track back and forth. This nigga made 14.
That's how you gotta go. That's how I get down.
and
Man,
I
then
know vibes. That's really how I make music, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. That shit with my throat, I feel like that's the reason my shit was like that. I'm too many songs, bro. I'm making too many songs a day, bro. I'm 300 some thousand songs in. I'm almost 400,000 songs in.
damn.
You feel?
Ah,
Really adding every day on the clock, bro. Like you said, 10 songs a day. I'm 10 songs a day. If it ain't 10 full songs, I for sure got me 7 hooks. You know what I'm saying? 3, 4 songs in one day. The hooks, I'm gonna get them out. I'm gonna get them out the way regardless. Like I get in there. I wake up and get in the lab and I'm gonna do me 8 to 9 hooks a day. You know what I'm saying? And a few
okay, so
songs.
let me ask you this. I asked AK from Do or Die this earlier. When you're in the studio, are you a hook first artist and then make the song, or are you a verse first artist and then figure out what the hook gonna be?
I'm a hook first artist. Yeah, I'm gonna come with my
Mm.
hooks first. And then you got them beats where they not that long. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like all beats that don't be that long, how they start off, I don't know why it's like that, but how they start certain beats off that's not that long, well, majority of the beats that's not that long, them is straight verse, no hook songs. You get what I'm saying?
Ah, yeah, they'll do 4 to 8 bars. No, they'll do 4 bar little teaser sound, and then they'll come in with the hook, or they'll do an 8 bar build up, and then it's a verse, and then shortly after that it'll be like the hook, and then the song's fucking over. So you
Yeah,
might
for
as well
sure.
just dash through it.
Or you'll do like, or you'll kick it off. Like me personally, I normally kick it off if I got like if it's gonna be a song with hooks, I normally kick it off with 8 bar hook, 12, 16 bars, verse, another 8 bar hook, then another 12, 16 bar verse, or 8 bar verse at the end with the hook going out. You feel me?
Mm,
yeah.
I normally do my shit.
that's dope. That's dope. Okay. Yeah, that's a good format. That's actually real smart. If it just cut it off where it's hot at. Just climax the motherfucker, give them a little and make them want more. Is that what that's for?
But it was, I used to make songs. When I used to make songs, I used to do 3 verses on my songs. So I had songs that's long as 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
3 something close to 4 minutes. And I had found out just dealing with this shit. I had got some game on when it comes to the radio station. The radio stations really want your song to be like 2 minutes and 14 seconds
Yes.
at the max.
Hmm.
And that's what made me tone down making long ass songs. So now most of my songs is like 2 verses with the hooks. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Max 2 verses.
Yeah, 2 verses max with the hooks. Unless I'm gonna say fuck it and I'm just gonna do something just to do something and put it out. You know what I'm saying? Just for the people type shit and not really worry about what it do. Just make
Yeah.
don't fraction because we're gonna push it, I would push it, but just doing some shit just for the people, ain't worry about the radio and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something with multiple people. I might throw me 2, 3 more other people on a song just to have a song. You know what I'm saying? Just to be giving the content.
Bro, have you ever been surprised at what the people like? Like when we go into the studio, we always want to make our best shit, right? But have you ever been like felt like it came from the left, like, oh, that's the one y'all fucking with? I thought y'all was gonna like this one because I really thought y'all was gonna fuck with this one, and then like, nah, nigga, that's the one. Play that one again.
That's how it was with my hit record. That wasn't the song that I was going for. I made when I made my hit record, I made two other songs with my hit record, and one of them was the one that I was trying to make that I thought was gonna be the one. It was a song called First Thing First. I thought that was the one. Like, I just knew that was the one. Turned
Yeah.
around, at least the back end did bruh, it did exactly what I was expecting the First Thing First to do. And I was surprised. I was surprised. So now, like when I go in the lab, to go in there to make music just for me, the music I like, I learned how to break that cycle and start making music for everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Make music, make music for everybody. I'm all genres. You know, I'm rap, I'm a spit, I'm gonna do it all. You feel me?
Yeah. So was Back In a song for you that you felt like as an artist that was like just like a song for you, or was that one intentionally for the people and it like took off? Because that song is that is a banger. That's gonna be a just automatic classic.
I was really going through some shit when I made that song. I wasn't in the lab for 3 months when I made that song. That was the first day of me
What?
getting back in the lab. That when I made that song, I was back. That was the first day of me getting back in the lab after 3 months of me kicking back off all the little shit I was going through. You feel me? So when I got in it, it was a meaning to the song for sure.
Hmm.
But that wasn't the one I was expecting to do what it was gonna do. I wasn't really my manager really knew. He knew it. He seen it, he heard it. And when he heard it, he had the whole vision for it. Like it's like as soon as he heard it, he knew what it was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because he instantly hit me about it as soon as I sent it to him. He instantly called me. And he was on that. Man, but look,
Yeah.
we got to do a visual to this. We about to send this to Empire Boom. They about to get this new, about to get this mixed master, record everything, push this. And when he said it, we instantly got on it. Like probably I want to say after I made the song. And when we dropped the song, I'm talking about the day we dropped it with.
Oh shit. Oh, it's internet tripping now too. Yeah. That's some game though. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of game that be being chopped up on the Crash Out podcast, man. I'm gonna give him a chance to pop back in. Keezy Mac, what's good with you though, brother?
Shit, just got another album coming out on the 18th on my birthday.
Nah, nigga, you got another album out since you joined the Crash Out. You just made an album right now while we was sitting here talking.
Hell yeah.
Tell us about the
Nah,
album,
but
Keezy.
it's called Keys to Success. I'm dropping it on June 18th, my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Uh just it's a the album besides it being like a I would say a feel like a therapeutic. This album is
Yeah.
therapeutic. It has a couple of like little songs. I structured it to where it starts off therapeutic, goes into a little turn up. Then I have like a several weed smoking songs and back into the therapy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 16 songs on there, and I had some songs that also still didn't get approved or whatever. But yeah, man, it's 16 songs on there. It come out on my birthday. It's called Keys to Success, and it's on
Yeah.
it'll be on all platforms June 18th.
Hey, Young Junior, this nigga made an album since he hopped in the Crash Out.
This nigga stupid.
Huh?
While we was just talking about the back end song, this nigga made a whole album. That's
This
how
nigga,
fast that nigga worked. I'm just
this
fucking
nigga
with you.
stupid.
But yeah,
No,
nah,
you had me for a minute though. You had me.
that nigga said, huh? Like for real? Like this
Hold
nigga
on,
really
man.
made an album? Nigga. But yeah, nah, Keezy be working, man. That's one thing everybody in Stockton knows is that Keezy be working. Keezy Mac. So your new album is called Keys to Success.
Yeah.
What are some of the songs that you're particularly proud of that are on that album?
Um, Song called "Got Me Thinking." Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Got Me Thinking surprised me because a lot of my songs I don't really get much traction because I was just dropping them like just to just to do it because I was getting frustrated from not getting any traction. So I was like, let me start dropping my songs. So I started dropping all my songs just to do a little bit more. and out of nowhere got me thinking. Got like everything else is getting like 20 views, 100 views, small views like that. But then it got me thinking, boosted up to like 1,000 something views out of nowhere in a day. And then they took the Keys to Success album down because it had some infringements. But then you shot the video to got me thinking, and
Mhm.
it's one of my bigger songs right now. It's almost at like 2,000 views right now or
Yeah,
whatever on
Junior,
YouTube.
Young Junior, what is your advice for an artist? Because I see that a lot. You know what I'm
You see
saying?
him on here?
What is your advice for an artist? Oh shit, he just popped out again, huh?
Yeah, he popped out. It popped off.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta ask him like, what advice he has to an artist that got a slapper but really got to get it out? What's the best way? What are the best ways to promote when you know you got a hot product? How do you get it to more ears? A lot of artists need this information, so I'm gonna see what he got to say about that because I think there's gonna be a lot of game behind that. Because when you got a hot ass song, and even if you like really, really pushing it, you're still only gonna get it to so many people.
Yeah,
How do you?
and you can't use no curators. You can't like all that shit is just like I mean it does give you more playlist spins and different shit like that. But like if you really trying to, I think the key is just like getting with like he's on Empire and making sure that when the stuff go through, they put it through all their avenues. It's really up to those bigger labels that already have the pipeline.
Yeah, I want to really ask him that because I think that's going to be some important information that can benefit a lot of artists. Because I be hearing slap, people send me their music, people show me their music all the time, and I need to know the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? I'm creating a pipeline right now, but you know, when you got a banger, where do you send it first? What do you do? What do you do with that? But yeah, how much of this episode did you catch earlier?
I called a lot of it, and then I
That's
got
what's
on
up.
the phone right before. I don't know when you first sent the link. I just seen the question marks, but I called up to where I think it was back when the do or die dude, and he was talking about nah. But I heard all of that. I heard the Ronnie Michaels talk about a lot of stuff. Junior talk about stuff. They was
Yeah,
all on live together. I heard like yeah, I heard most of the stuff.
yeah, because man, it's a lot of dope shit happening right now. It's a lot of dope shit happening right now, and Kizzy, we finna be busy. We got a lot of shit to cook up. I'm gonna bring the equipment down. We got a lot of shit to cook up. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. It's gonna be a popping
Got
ass summer, bro. Okay.
this Anthony's.
Oh, he had brought the PC down.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's lit. It's lit then. But yeah, it's a lot of shit to cook up. Niggas is gonna be busy, man. It's a lot of new lines being made. A lot of shit popping off. But yeah, shout outs to everybody in the motherfucking IG world that's tuned in right now. Shout outs to the real Ash B. Ash B. I just sense right now that Ash B want to tap in. So I'm gonna go ahead and send her the link real quick because that's my motherfucking sis, and I gotta put her in the mix, man. I gotta put her in the mix one time. So Ash B, if you're listening right now, um, check your inbox because I'm about to send you this link to get in because you my folks and I need to tap in with you. You feel me? But yeah, Keezy, tell us more about that album, brother.
Um, Let me see. So, actually, I do got it written down on my notebook. All the different songs. I got it written down in acronym form. Yeah. But
You said it's how many songs on that album?
16,
Okay.
16
You got it.
songs.
You got the playlist of songs written down.
Yeah, I got it written down, but I wrote it down in acronyms, and I thought I would remember them all, and I don't.
Oh, you just fast writing it?
Yeah, I was fast writing it because I had to put them all in United Masters.
Give me the give me like the top 5 singles off of it that you feel. You said got me thinking.
Yeah, got me thinking. Traumatized. Um, Never going back. The one that me and Tone just made. What is it? Keep to yourself. That one went up today more than it's my most played song in the last couple of days. It's the newest one too. Keep to
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Um, Turn the party up.
Turn the party up, go crazy. Um, when y'all gonna shoot a video of that one?
I don't know.
It's the summertime. Y'all tripping.
We gotta hit the right scene.
Yeah. Niggas gotta go to a boat party. That's a boat party video with motherfuckers with water guns and shit. A big ass water fight on a boat, nigga. That's a boat party video. That shit gonna be lit. But y'all check it out. It's called Keys to the Game.
Keys to success.
Keys to Success, and it can be found on all platforms. What's the date? You said July 18th?
June 18th.
June 18th. June 18th, ladies and gentlemen, Keys to Success. And they can find it where?
So they gonna find it on all platforms, but it's spelled Keeze, like my name Keezy.
I
Keys
see what
to
you did
success.
there. Keys to Success. So it's you going to success.
Yeah,
Nigga, even your album name is a fucking bar.
it's me going to success, and it's the keys to
Yeah.
success that I'm giving the game.
Yeah. This nigga so dope. Even his album name is a fucking bar. You were
Yeah, I
a
got.
walking rapper. You were born to rap.
Yeah.
Even Prince
Look it up.
agrees.
No.
What's up, Prince?
He said,
No,
"What's up,
yeah.
Prince?" No, yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, we gonna lock in with another episode tonight. I got some dope ass motherfuckers I want to lock in tonight. Keezy, I want you to lock in too and be on this panel tonight. We finna have some fun tonight. But I don't want to run it too long. We had 2 hours and 26 minutes. This shit was epic, nigga. Shout outs to Aaron the plumber for popping in. Shout outs to Ronnie Mike Hills for coming through and just being herself and spending time at the crash out and giving us so much useful information and so much game and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's unstoppable, phenomenal woman. Boy, go play. Unstoppable, phenomenal woman doing her thing. Shout outs to AK from Do or Die. Shout outs to my bro, motherfucking Young Junior up in this motherfucker. And shout outs to Unseen Asylum. It's a lot of shit popping right now in the background that we about to do. And shout outs to Keezy motherfucking Mac. Y'all go check that album out. I got to get ready for this next crash out. We finna go pay some bills and pop back out tonight when it get a little darker because we finna have some fun up in this motherfucking crash out tonight. But we locked in, man. You already know what it is. This is the Crash Out Podcast. Another one like the other one. Keezy, is there any advice you would like to give the Crash Outs watching right now?
Man, go for it. Crash all the way out. Many different ways you can crash out in life. You know, there's positive ways and there's negative ways. Choose the positive, and you know what I mean. Crash out for success.
Ooh, that's a bar. That's a bar, motherfucker. Crash out for success. That's a bar. See, now y'all gotta check that album out. Look, he just be coming up with shit, man. I'm telling you. Hey, that's what it is, man. You know what it is. It's your boy Incredible. I really hope y'all enjoyed this episode because I enjoyed doing it, and shout outs to all my guests. Shout outs to you for listening. And we're gonna try to pop one off tonight, man. We're gonna try to pop one off tonight. Monday, we got Lucas from 97.7 K-Win coming at 4:30. You feel me? He gonna be in the building. We're gonna we're gonna really have some fun. I'm trying to get my partner Gary Archer in here at the same time. Put Lucas and Gary Archer, the radio legends in this motherfucker. It's gonna, and then I might even bring Radio just because his name Radio. My nigga Radio, I'm gonna see if he wanna pop out from Monday too. Fuck it. But this has been a Crash Out podcast, and as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Big
Crash Out Podcast, incredible film, Crash Out Podcast, y'all niggas better crash out.
Shout out to Incredible Films. It's your girl Lil Pamela in the building. You know, we lit. Period.
Hello, love checking in. Shout out to Incredible Films and the Crash Out Podcast. Y'all tune in.
Shout out to Incredible Films and the Best Podcast after my podcast, Crash Out Podcast, gang gang. Man, AKA Mr. Secret Guy.
Don't be scared, don't be no fun, man.
It's all about shit.
Crash out.
You already know she man Radio Big Man. We out here. Shout out to the Crash Out Podcast. Crash Out.